We're gonna get started. So for those of you who missed the last stream, we didn't do much. We just did our backstory prologue stuff.
Hail, you must be the Grey Warden recruit that Duncan brought.
Yeah, that's me. Your recruit, the new guy. Yeah, so last time we did our Dwarf Commoner background. So we got kicked out of Orzammar because we impersonated someone. And then we are here at Ostagar now, preparing for the big battle.
Death is no failure, my friend.
Let's listen to this thing.
Should it find you, you will not have failed your king. You will have served your maker. Die in this battle, and when you stand before the maker in the land beyond the Fade, he shall not find you wanting. Go not into death gladly, but with the knowledge that evil has been held at bay by your spilled blood. And if you go to stand beside the maker, go with our blessing, for you shall not be forgotten. My friends, let us
my mouth
bow
does
our
that
heads
sometimes.
and remember those who have fallen and those who have yet to fall.
Hey, well, that was nice. Let's go talk to some people. We're technically supposed to talk to Alistair, but we want to go do something else first. We need to go
Now beg your forgiveness.
find
Not
the
abandon us in our
quartermaster.
darkest hour.
He's got something for us, but I don't remember where he is. Here he is.
So,
I did
any
remember,
last
but
wishes I
after
can
all,
help fulfill before you head into battle?
Man, I'm good.
Life?
Have you seen an elf running about? Young woman, red hair, carrying a suit of chain.
This time tomorrow.
Nope. I have not seen anyone like that. Can't say I have.
Blast it. Where did she go? That suit better be patched up when she gets back, or by the maker up. Oh, pardon my manners. My troubles are no concern of yours, I'm sure.
Oh, they were not.
I'm the quartermaster. Did you come for supplies?
Yeah, totally did. How's life
Arms and
now?
armor, for the most part. It's for the King's men, but you Grey Wardens can buy what you need for a modest price. I also have some, goods on the side I can provide. Strictly off the record, of course. To keep morale up, you understand.
Hey, Blue. Alright, hold on. I gotta take care of Nightbot real fast. He's been real obnoxious, and I thought I took care of him, but apparently I didn't, so we'll be right back. It's real annoying. Uh, Alright, I think that should do it. I don't know if I have to save him or anything, but that should be good. I have adjusted his settings, so we should be good to come back. Yeah, so since you missed the last stream, basically we did our backstory. We're a Dwarf Commoner. We're at the bottom of the caste system, and then we don't have a caste, so we got kicked out of our home in Orzammar because we impersonated someone of a higher caste to help a crime boss. Didn't go well for us, so now we're at Ostagar being recruited to be in legendary Grey Wardens. They're going to do their big final battle a few hours into the game. See how that goes for them. Let's see what these other
So long as you keep it quiet.
Yeah, so we're fighting the Darkspawn, which are like this evil army of horribly like disfigured guys. The Chantry has their own story for why the Darkspawn come, something about like how mages corrupted the Golden City or something. Yeah, nothing could go wrong, but no one really knows where they came from. But they're gathering here on the surface. Normally they just harass the dwarves underground, but they're gathering here on the surface to bother us now. So we've got to do something about them before they kind of corrupt everything and kill all life. You know, standard fantasy stuff. Something that could be useful. We're not going to do that.
Shall I take
the other important thing to know is that I've played this game like a billion
supplies,
times.
perhaps.
So we've modded it to get rid of. No, that's fine. It is mostly the first stream that we're doing actual like story stuff. But yeah, no. But the thing is, so I've played this game multiple times, so I've got some mods installed that like skip more annoying things. I'm probably gonna gold glitch so that I don't do the standard method of acquiring currency, which is typically if you want to get all the good gear, you have to just like farm and sell a billion potions. That's the easiest way to do it. So we're not going to do that because A, that's boring for all of you, and B, I hate it. I've done it before. I don't have to do it anymore. So, behold, this game is well made. It actually is. Okay, I did it wrong, but there we go. Nah, you're good. All right, now we have more money than we probably ever need. How did we get that crystal? Guess I must have picked it up somewhere. Either way, the real reason we're here is for this backpack, which will make our lives much less simple. Bye. We haven't drank it. Oh, we need it. Let's. Don't have a dog yet, so we can't use that. Probably get one of those. Why did those not stack? Okay, nice. Because those are the same thing, but they didn't stack. I guess maybe the stack's too big. I honestly don't know how much they stack to. And yes, you can get a doggo in this game. If you're a human noble, you start with a doggo. If you're not, then we have to do a quest for the doggo. We're going to do that quest here, and then once we finish this zone, then we can get our doggo. I love the dog. I actually have a mod installed that lets us bring the dog as an extra party member, because he is a full party member normally, but he's not super great in most cases. So he's not generally worth running, but there's a mod for PC that lets you bring the dog along in addition to everyone else, and it makes the dog fun and a useful member of your team. So you get to name him too.
Elf,
it's great.
What's your name?
Oh, we should actually go pick up that
It's
quest.
Pig, sir.
Go tell Turnlogane that the war party's ready to begin scouting. We'll send word if we find anything amiss.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Right away, sir.
Yeah, I'm sure there's nothing amiss besides, you know, the horde of evil Darkspawn that are just sitting around and kill us all.
This isn't good. I'd hate to
here's
waste
the
such a
dog quest.
promising member of the breed. Are you the new warden? I could use some help.
That's what I do. I help people. We decided last time we're going to be good and do crime, so we're not going to be evil. You can be really evil in this game, but that's not what we're going to do. So, Yeah, they don't have dogs
It's not
underground.
what you know so much as what you are, really. This is a Mabari, smart breed and strong. His owner died in the last battle, and the poor hound swallowed Darkspawn blood.
Oh, that's really
I
bad.
have medicine that might help, but I need him muzzled first.
Okay. Yep. Let's see. Yeah, why do you think I
You're a
can
Grey
muzzle him?
Warden, or soon will be. All Wardens are immune to the Darkspawn taint.
That is true.
The
we
most
are,
you have to
but
worry
I am
about
not
is some
yet.
tooth marks.
All right, how smart is this dog,
Centuries
though?
ago, a mage bred them to be smart and understand what they're told. They can remember and carry out complex orders. Most valuable dogs in the world. Trouble is, they generally imprint to one master. Re-imprinting them is very difficult.
Oh, that
Without
does
the
sound
medicine, re-imprinting won't be an issue.
That's
Will
true.
you help?
Well, we can't leave the dog to die, so we should
Go
help
in the
even if
pen
we
and
can't
let him smell you.
imprint on us.
We'll know right away if he'll respond. Let's hope this works. I'd really hate to have to put him down.
All right, the dog looks up at us respectfully, backing down from his aggressive stance. You can see intelligence in his eyes, so a great deal of pain. He's very ill. We are not going to kill the dog. Jeez. No, we're gonna put the muzzle on him. Grouse weekly does not challenge us. After we're done, whimpers.
Well done. Now I can treat the dog properly, poor fella. Come to think of it, are you heading into the wilds anytime soon?
Yeah, we're probably.
There's a
going to do
particular
that.
herb I could use to improve the dog's chances. It's a flower that grows in the swamps here, if I remember. If you happen across it, I could use it. It's very distinctive, all white with a blood-red centre.
Yeah, he is a super good boy. I love the dog. Dog is one of my favorite companions. But honestly, I think every companion in this game is pretty good. So, like, it's a hard thing to say. They did a really good job on them. I can't think of any off the top of my head that I don't like. I'm gonna try and use some of the less used ones as well this playthrough, just because I have a mod that lets me respec them so that they're not like mechanically bad. And I feel like one of the things, some of my friends, they want to play this game, and so I've told them that I'll do a playthrough that they're probably maybe will be different than theirs. So I want to use some of the lesser used companions and sort of show off both how they're really good and also yeah, mostly just show people that they're not the only ones that are, or the other, man, I'm getting all tongue tied. Show people that the more popular companions aren't the only ones that are good. That people like Sten are also. We gotta find a flower. Will the dog be alright without it? Let's find
If
out.
he doesn't get it, chances are he'll need to be put
That's
down.
not good at all. Where would I find it?
It usually grows in dead wood that collects at the edge of ground pools. Should be plenty this time of year.
Okay, that's good. Then, let's see if we
Good.
can find one.
In the meantime, I'll begin treating our poor friend.
All right, so we've got the quest for the dog. That's that's really the most important thing you can do here. In the original game, like pre-DLC, if you weren't human noble and you didn't do this quest, like you just missed it, you could not get dog for the entire game. You just never got your dog. They added a DLC that I think, oh, that was a misclick. In the DLC, I think you can get the dog regardless, but it's still good to do the quest because you get him sooner and help him out.
Greetings, young man. You are Duncan's newest recruit, are you not? He's not a man easily impressed. You should be proud. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Wynne, one of the mages summoned by the king.
We're both.
Well met, and good luck to you on the battlefield. To us all, in fact.
Are you going to be fighting with the king?
Not precisely. The Grey Wardens will be on the front lines, not the mages. Still, we have our parts to play. To defeat the Darkspawn, we have to work together. It's not an idea everyone seems able to grasp.
Let's ask her if she's faced Darkspawn before.
Stragglers, yes. Not the vast horde the scouts speak of. I wonder, how much do you know of the connection between Darkspawn and the Fade?
Yeah, we're dwarves. So dwarves are cut off from the Fade. The Fade is like the magic alternate dimension. It's where people who are not dwarves go when they dream, and it's where mages get their power from. But since we're a dwarf, we don't know anything about it.
It's home to many spirits, some benevolent, others far less so. At the heart of the Fade lies the Black City.
What is the Black
Some
City?
say the Black City was once the seat of the Maker. But when the mages from the Tevinter Imperium found a way into the city, it was tainted with their sin. That taint transformed those men, turning them into twisted reflections of their own hearts. And the Maker cast them back to the Earth, where they became the first Darkspawn. At least that's what the Chant of Light says.
Alright. We have to decide now. Are we going to be grumpy about the Chantry because we're a dwarf? Or are we going to buy into it? This is always the hardest choice for me in any campaign. Is do I like sort of buy into the Chantry? Which is, since for those of you who missed the first stream, I guess it actually hasn't really been talked about at all, even in the first stream, because we did the dwarfentry. The Chantry is just fantasy Christianity. Like, it's so... They're not even really trying to hide that that's what it is. Alright, grumpy it is. Yeah, dwarves do not believe in the Chantry. We have our own religion that's based off ancestor worship. The only problem with that is that dwarf commoners are not part of it, because we don't have a caste, and so apparently they claim that our ancestors were so bad that, like, they've just cursed their entire bloodline. But we're gonna be grumpy.
It may be allegory, meant to teach us that our own evil causes human suffering. Or it may be true. It is as good an explanation as any for now.
We're not going to be rude to her, but we're just going to kill
A
every
wise
Darkspawn we see.
attitude. It's worked well for me in the past. But I'm certain Duncan has more for you to do than talk to me.
They would, though. And I don't personally, like, my personal opinion is that we should actually probably save. I think this is my new save button. I changed it. It is cool. Yeah, personally, I don't like the Chantry very much. Just like in-game, they treat people generally pretty poorly. So, some of them are fine. I mean, they're really like any other faction where like some of them are fine and some of them are not. But as an institution, I think they're kind of bad. They treat mages super poorly too. Go. I feel like there's other quests I need to do, so other people I need to talk to. Can I talk to Logan? Caitlin? I know I can't in a cutscene.
I'm sorry, but the mages must not be interrupted.
Oh yeah, so like they have these there are these Templar knights that basically oversee the mages and kill them if they seem dangerous. Which, like, I kind of get, because mages in Dragon Age can turn into monsters, but it still seems a little excessive. What's this guy got for us?
Welcome, young man.
It is the sickest dance party. Who are you?
I am one of the tranquil, my friend. I am of the circle of Magi. But instead of casting spells and reading tomes, I spend my time enchanting. It is a time-consuming process, but invaluable. Enchantment provides the circle its wealth. Certainly we would not get by on charity.
Good. Yeah, and let's just ignore the blatant human rights violations involving enchanting. Moving on. Yeah, what's
Allow
with
me
him?
to put it this way. Do you know why those
he's
with
gonna explain
magical
mages to
talent
us.
are
That's cool.
feared?
They're not feared by dwarves.
Those with magical talent attract demons and spirits. we can be possessed easily and thus become horrors known as abominations.
Yep, that is true.
Even those with minor talents attract hungry spirits.
This is also true.
Anyone with the power may learn blood magic from these demons. Hence, we are considered dangerous. This is our curse. Thus, I was made tranquil, stripped of emotions.
Yeah,
and
like I
talent.
said, blatant human
I am
rights
no longer
violation.
dangerous.
Yeah, that sounds like a
It
horror
might
practice.
seem such to you, but I feel no horror. I am content to serve in my role.
Sure.
Our
How does that even
forehead
happen?
is branded with magic, which stills our talent and mind. The process is irreversible as far as I am aware. You
I'm gonna say I
do?
feel badly for him.
I feel nothing. As the name suggests, my existence is quite peaceful. I am alive,
No, it's,
productive, and no danger to anyone. Surely that is not a terrible thing.
I don't know, it sounds pretty
Perhaps
terrible
we may
to me.
speak of something else. Do you need assistance?
What is
It is the
enchantment?
practice of folding magical lyrium into items first practiced by the dwarves.
Oh,
The
hey, yeah, that's
Tranquil
us.
have learned their runes, and we use them to apply a variety of magical effects. We create the glow lights, as well as the magic staff or the flaming blade. The
Yeah.
irony, perhaps, is that it is our very disconnection to our former talents that allows the Tranquil to work with lyrium so.
I actually didn't know that one.
A true mage could not.
Yeah, I guess what sort of
Runes
enchantments are there?
exist that hold the power of the elements that increase strength or swiftness. Almost any spell can be given permanency, given
But
enough
not
skill
mechanically.
and lyrium. Naturally, the greater the power required, the more expensive the rune will become to create. True power comes with a price, as we know only too well.
Yeah, we're just gonna leave now.
Goodbye.
Goodbye, poor lobotomized man. Yeah. Remember how I was saying that I'm not a big fan of Chantry? The Chantry does that to people. That's honestly the thing that I dislike the most about them. I feel like there's other people we can talk to. I don't think I ever talked to that guy. I know there's a quest we can do, but we actually don't want to do it, I think. Or maybe we do and just don't want to unlock the chest. I don't remember. I think we want to, but then don't want to unlock the chests. I don't remember where it is though. And it's not really important because like I said, the reward is better if we come back later. So, yeah, man. Yeah, so like the thing is, like, abominations are dangerous in this world, and mages, especially less skilled mages, are potentially more dangerous to becoming abominations, because basically, like, it's a case of demonic possession where the demons sort of approach them in their dreams and trick them into letting them possess them. But yeah, you don't want to unlock it till later. You can still get the key later though, but I think we can get the key now. Yeah, no, but basically, yeah, so they get possessed, and then they kill a whole bunch of people, and it's real bad. So the Chantry basically locks them up in a tower and watches them constantly with people who are trained to kill mages at, like, the slightest disturbance. And if you look like you might potentially be the kind of person who's vulnerable to possession, then they... Where is this guy? They tranquil you. They explain that more in the mage origin, but we're not doing that one because we did Dwarf Commoner instead. We're not playing as a mage. I swear, there's a dude. He's hanging in a cage. Like, how am I missing this guy? I never remember where this cage is because I always miss it on most of my playthroughs because I don't do it. I think he's like somewhere pretty obvious. What is this? Am I going here?
Greetings. King Kalen is not in his tent right now.
Okay, he's not in his tent. What about
I suppose
the
I
king?
do. Though he's spending most of his time with the Grey Wardens. He rides with them wherever they go, in fact.
Yeah, the king's a bit of a Grey
Logain
Warden
sees the
fan,
king
but
whenever he
boy.
can and argues with him over coming battles, but the king just waves him off. The king wants to end the Blight with a single huge battle the bards will sing of for centuries. Do you think that's possible?
Yeah, I guess
That's
we'll
how
see.
the Terran feels. He'll do what the king wants in the end, though. The king thought it was funny the Terran called him reckless, and they fought about the queen.
Yeah, I didn't know.
To the
King
Terran's
James
daughter,
there.
no less. He
Oh.
wasn't happy about something she did or the king did, I'm not sure. I probably shouldn't discuss it. As you wish.
Just gonna leave. We're not gonna get involved in the king's marital disputes. That is not in my job description. Yeah. So it was behind the dog park. Is it up here, maybe? Oh yeah, there is stuff up here. I always forget that.
In the name of Andraste, I bless you today. May you find favor in the Maker's eyes. So let it be.
Oh yeah, you're right. Here he is.
Huh. Someone finally comes and talks to the lone prisoner. I don't suppose you've come to sentence me.
You should put on some pants, dude.
I don't
I
suppose you
haven't.
have a bit of kindness in you. All I want is food and water. They haven't fed me
Oh.
since I was locked up and I'm
Wow,
starving.
man. That's yeah, I will see what
Just
I can
ask
do.
my guard for his. He's still got some dinner. I saw him put it in his coat.
Yeah,
Lucky dog.
okay.
You Grey Wardens get to ride with the king while I'm left with the drudgery of guarding this deserter. They should have just hanged him. Put his head on a pike as an example.
Who is this
They
dude?
say he was recruited before the war up in Dinnerham. Probably figured he'd never have to fight if he served the king, right?
You want to
Why does
desert?
anyone want to desert? Because he thinks he's going to die and he's a bloody coward, that's why. Either that or he's
Yeah,
been
he needs to
listening
grow
to a
big and
bunch of
strong.
hogwash about how the Darkspawn will drag you off and eat you.
They do that, actually. Yeah. Let's see.
Don't expect it was an enlightening conversation.
He asked for some food and
Did
water.
he now? Since nobody sends me nothing to feed him with, the only way we'll get that is if I give him mine.
Yeah?
All right, all right.
Yeah, come
I
on,
guess
man.
the
He's
poor
gonna get
fella
mad.
could stand to have one meal in his belly before he hangs. Don't know why you care. I had nothing to do with it, though. If anyone asks why he's burping, I'm gonna say it was you. Just so you know.
Alright, here we go. Let's give him some food.
So? Brought me some food, have you? I'm so hungry I could faint dead away.
I think I have to actually get him to disclose
Because you
that
might
he
want
has
something I don't need. Them circle wizards got a chest they keep things in. Magical things. And I stole the key.
Ooh.
That's why I'm here. I got one of them drunk, took his key and tried to sneak to the chest. They assumed I was deserting. I can't use it from here. But I'd trade you for some food and water.
Let's see.
I swallowed it. But it's come back into my possession since then, so to speak.
Right. Alright, we said we were going to be good and do crime and not be murderous and do crime, so here's some food.
Much
to give food to the
obliged.
prisoner.
May Andraste herself rain blessings upon you. And, as I mentioned, here's the key. Use it in good health, huh?
Yes, but not right now. Because we get a really, really good staff if we don't use it right now. So let's save. Now that we got the key. Yeah, see that big thing? Ignore it. It's a lie. Hopefully that didn't make it so we don't get the full staff, but I don't think it does. Let's see, we talked to Win. Got the dog quest. We bought the backpack before the inventory resets because we have to buy it again later. I don't think we can talk to... Can we talk to Logan yet? I actually don't know if we can. I think I remember hearing someone told me that we can. But I guess at this point we should just go and meet our boy Alistair, who I think is over here. He is not.
Look carefully, man.
This is the wrong place.
This wretched thing is a Darkspawn. They're strong
There
and
is.
cunning and smart, but don't listen to those old wives' tales. They can be killed. Stick them with your sword enough, and they go down. Their blood is black as sin and poisonous. Don't even touch it.
Yeah, you don't want to do
You
that.
get tainted with that blood, and you may as well slit your throat.
Yeah, it's better
We've
that
lost
way.
many dogs already. Had to muzzle them to keep them from biting. It's a long and painful way to die.
Yeah. I'm a spirit.
And I'm off.
Ah.
There are lots of Darkspawn, different kinds. We're
This
getting
is supposed
reports
to
of
be
things
the
we've
battle
never
that
even
sends
heard
the
of.
Darkspawn
Our
Yeah,
friend here, for instance.
welcome Jarman. I feel like it's an easy game to do that with because a lot of it is kind of episodic. So like I've beaten it I think 8 times at least, maybe 9. No, because I think I've beaten it on PC, so like 9 times. But most of my playthroughs I never finish. I would just do the parts that I was like super interested in with that playthrough, and I would sort of stop. And because it's so episodic, they try to like put things in there that sort of like keep you invested in the greater plot of the game, but a lot of it's so self-contained that I feel like a lot of people just sort of let it be. What's in this chest here? I think the end, honestly, is one of the best parts, though. It's over here. Oh, there's a chest over here. What's in? Nice. What's our inventory look like? How full is it? Oh, okay, we still got plenty of space for now. That's gonna fill up real fast, though. So, alright, you guys ready to beat one of my favorite characters in the game? He's not going to be in our party much, I don't think, because I want to sort of show off some of the companions that I think people don't run as often, and pretty much everyone keeps him. But
What is it
we're going to talk
now?
to him a lot.
Haven't Grey Wardens asked more than enough of the circle?
Yep.
I simply came to deliver a message from the revered mother, Sir Mage. She desires your presence.
What her reverence desires is of no concern to me. I am busy helping the Grey Wardens, by the King's orders, I might
Lovely
add.
guy, huh?
Should I have asked her to write a note?
Tell her I will not be harassed in this manner.
Yes, I was harassing you by delivering a message.
Your glibness does you no credit.
Here I thought we were getting along so well. I was even going to name one of my children after you. The Grumpy One.
Enough. I will speak to the woman if I must. Get out of my way, fool.
You know, one good thing about the Blight is how it brings people together.
It really does. It's a great thing. Alright, so trying to think, how should we spot this? We decided we were going to be snarky, so I think we are going to tell him that we know exactly what he needs.
It's like a party. We could all stand in a circle and hold hands. That would give the Darkspawn something to think about. Wait, we haven't met, have we? I don't suppose you happen to be another mage.
Alright, let's joke with him. So let's ask him if that would make his day
Hardly.
worse.
I just like to know my chances of being turned into a toad at any given moment.
That's a very good
Wait,
thing to be worried about.
I do know
You
who
do
you
that.
are. You're Duncan's new recruit from Orzammar. I should have recognized you right away. I apologize.
We're also the first dwarf mage. We're not. We're a rogue. Let's ask him how he recognized
Duncan sent word. He spoke quite highly of
We're
you.
also the only
Allow
dwarf
me to
here, by the
introduce
way.
myself.
It's probably
I'm
not hard.
Alistair, the new Grey Warden. Though I guess you knew that.
Yep.
As the junior member of the Order, I'll be accompanying you when you prepare for the joining.
We're a commoner. One of my goals with this run is to sort of showcase parts of the game that I feel like people don't do as often. And I think most people go with the Dwarf Noble because it has more of an impact on the story later on, and also you get access to a lot more money if you're a Dwarf Noble. So there's not and your class options are the same. So I feel like most people don't go for Commoner, but I think Commoner's story is good too. So we went with that. Yeah, I think my personal favorite is Noble, to be honest. I think the intro story is better, but I also really like the political intrigue, sort of like in fantasy, and Dwarf Noble is all political intrigue. But yep, we are a commoner rogue. So let's ask, well, first we should say we're pleased to meet you.
Right,
My name's
that
Bo.
was the name. There haven't been any dwarven Grey Wardens in some time. You must know a lot about Darkspawn.
I'm gonna say, nobody trusts someone like me with anything.
Someone
that
like
important.
you? The recruit Duncan's been bragging endlessly about? Yes, completely untrustworthy.
Here we are.
But don't worry, you'll see plenty of Darkspawn now. And probably sooner than you'd like. Anyhow, whenever you're ready, let's get back to Duncan. I imagine he's eager to get things started.
Let's ask
With
about
the
that
mage.
argument.
The circle is here at the king's request, and the chantry doesn't like that one bit. They just love letting mages know how unwelcome they are.
Yeah, they hate each
Which
other.
puts me in a bit of an awkward position. I was once a Templar.
We're a dwarf, so we probably don't know what that is.
You don't
It's a
know?
Templar.
Quick version then. The Chantry tries to control mages because they're dangerous, so they keep Templars that train to hunt down and kill apostates. That's what I was being trained as when Duncan recruited me 6 months ago. I'm sure the revered mother meant it as an insult, sending me as her messenger.
Yeah, they also
And the
do
mage
that,
picked
actually,
right up on
like,
that.
Ironically,
I never would have agreed to deliver it,
fight
but Duncan
in
says we're
exalted
all to
marches with the
cooperate and get
Crusades.
along. Apparently they didn't get the same speech.
Let's tell him that we look forward to traveling.
You
with
do?
him.
Huh. That's a switch. If you have any questions, let me know. Otherwise, lead on.
Right. Quick save time. Yeah. So there's that chest again that we're not gonna open. I'm trying to think. Let's do the final checklist of things we need to do. We bought the backpack. That was the first thing we did. That's the most important thing to do here after getting the dog. Hello, Lady Mushroom. We're going over our checklist of things to do here because you can't come back later. So we got the backpack. We started the quest for the dog. We talked to Win. We got the key to the chest that we're not going to open yet. I think that's everything. I will remember, I'm sure, like next stream, I'll remember we forgot to do something really important. But for now, we're going to talk to Duncan, who is best dad. He's my father, everyone.
You found Alistair, did you? Good. I'll assume you're ready to begin preparations. Assuming, of course, that you're quite finished riling up mages, Alistair.
What can I say? The revered mother ambushed me. The way she wields guilt, they should stick her in the army.
She forced you to sass the mage, did she? We cannot afford to antagonize anyone, Alistair. We don't need to give anyone more ammunition against us.
Yeah, people don't
I
like us here.
apologize, Duncan. I'll go collect who we're missing. This is Sir Jory, a knight from Redcliffe.
Yep.
How'd you do?
And this here is Daveth, a fellow from Denerim.
That's me. I'm a fellow.
And this, of course, is the recruit that Duncan said he was bringing.
All right, let's be sassy.
Now then, since you're all here, we
the
can
new guy.
begin.
Oh, we don't-
You four
He
will be
is
heading into the
Obi-Wan.
Fokari Wilds to perform 2 tasks. The first is to obtain 3 vials of Darkspawn blood, 1 for each recruit.
Hi, Morgana. I don't know if he's played by the same actor as Obi-Wan. Maybe? I wouldn't be surprised. I think it's more he plays like a similar role in the story. Yeah. He's sort of like the experienced Grey Warden who recruits us and shows us how to be awesome. He did dab. Alright, so we're going into the wilds, and What's the second
There was
task?
once a Grey Warden archive in the wilds, abandoned long ago when we could no longer afford to maintain such remote outposts. It has recently come to our attention that some scrolls have been left behind, magically sealed to protect them. Alistair, I want you to retrieve these scrolls if you can.
Yep. Get these scrolls. So, let's ask if this is part of the joining.
But the effort must be made. I have every confidence you are up to the task.
Okay, so what kind of scrolls are they?
Old treaties, if you're curious. Promises of support made to the Grey Wardens long ago. They were once considered only formalities. With so many having forgotten their commitments to us, I suspect it may be a good idea to have something to remind them with.
It probably is a good idea, yeah. Let's
Watch
go then.
over your charges, Alistair. Return quickly and safely.
We will.
Then may the Maker watch over your path. I will see you when you return.
Alright, I tried to install a mod that doesn't auto-level companions because it's one of the worst features in the game, but it looks like it still did, so that didn't work. Okay, well, that's okay. I have a respec mod for later. We decide we don't like how these guys are spec'd out. So, what does this guy do? Okay, so he's an archer. I'm trying to remember what they start as. You're a two-handed warrior. I know Alistair's a sword and shield guy. Yep. Yeah, it kind of does give companions bad builds by default. It depends on who they are, really, as to like how bad the build is. But generally it's better to level them up yourself because you can sort of have better control over it. The game's really complicated in terms of like how builds are made, and a lot of times you want a companion to do a very specific thing. So like I'll show you the let me see if I can remember. Yeah, so like we have like all of these talents we can pick from. And if you're a warrior, you have even more because you have all these weapon talents. And so like for example, sometimes you'll get a companion and you might not want them to be sword and shield because you might have someone else you want to fill that role, but it's already given him 4 sword and shield talents, which is a lot because you only get 1 talent per level up, and the game ends around like level 20 or so generally. So if you want him to be two-handed or like an archer or something, then you've lost 4 talents that you could use for that. And also when they assign his stats, they may have assigned his stats assuming he's going to be a sword and shield guy, but maybe you want to make him an archer, and so you want higher dexterity than they've given him, and so on and so forth. And so I am going to respec these guys. I'm not going to keep them as their quote-unquote canon specializations, because you also get like a specialization, which is like a custom set of abilities based off of some further role you want to do. And I'm going to change those up just to sort of mix up the party a little bit. Make for what I think is going to be a more interesting run and more fun for me, since running the same guy like 9 times eventually gets kind of old. So where is the wilds again? Actually, we should save before we do this, just in case. And I think this is my map. It is, so it's right here. Yeah. So I think there's a quest we can do out in the wilds that we're going to want to do as well. I missed it. The biggest enemy in this game is absolutely forgetting to save, for sure. The game itself isn't really that hard.
I'm told you all have business in the wilds. The gate's open for you. Just be careful out there. Even a Grey Warden won't be safe in the forest tonight.
Yeah, like the game itself isn't that hard, even if you play on like high difficulties, which we're not. But even on Nightmare, it's not super hard if you just play a mage. because the game's it's not. I don't want to say it's balanced poorly because I feel like that's not really fair. But there's certain builds that are just completely busted, and mages especially become ridiculously powerful late game.
Let's make this quick!
And I'm on.
Yeah, we don't have a mage right now, though, so we can't do a lot of mage combos. Is the music too loud for y'all? It feels very loud on my end. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna turn the music down then. Right, let's try that. And let's see.
Over here. Who is that? Grey Wardens?
Well, he's not half as dead as he looks, is he?
My scouting band was attacked by Darkspawn.
Well, yeah, I imagine
they came out of the ground. Please help me. I've got to return to camp.
Let's try to bandage him
I have
up.
bandages in my pack.
Thank you. I've got to get out of here.
Yep, sorry, buddy. That's the best we can do because we don't have a mage with us.
Did you hear? An entire patrol of seasoned men killed by Darkspawn.
Calm down,
Yeah,
Sojourner.
there's
We'll
an army
be
of them
fine
out
if
there.
we're careful.
Those soldiers were careful, and they were still overwhelmed. How many Darkspawn can the four of us slay? A dozen? 100? There's an entire army in these forests.
Yeah?
There are Darkspawn about, but we're in no danger of walking into the bulk of the horde.
How do you know? I'm not a coward, but this is foolish and reckless.
I know, bro. You
We should go back.
sound like a coward to me. Yeah, I'm gonna tell him. Sound like a coward to
I'm
me.
simply trying to stay alive. You do not see me fleeing, do you?
A bit of fear isn't unnatural, you know. Few relish meeting Darkspawn up close. I know I don't.
Yeah, sorry that my mouth keeps moving. I'm not sure what's causing that. I'm still trying to figure that out. Yeah, I feel you. Usually I'm good. There's some games though that also the talk gets to me. Mainly like the one that pops to my mind first, or the most egregious example is Hannet from Octopath Traveler, and I love, and my boys are just like that sometimes. I love Octopath Traveler, but absolutely, and Hannet's one of my favorite characters in the game. But every time she talks, I cringe. Let's see, a bit of fury isn't unnatural. Few relish when Darkspawn up close. I know I don't. Not many humans need.
I know I'm relying on you to protect me.
Absolutely.
Know this. All Grey Wardens can sense Darkspawn. Whatever their cunning, I guarantee they won't take us by surprise. That's why I'm here.
You see, Sir Knight, we might die, but we'll be warned about it first.
And that's an improvement.
That is reassuring.
That doesn't mean I'm here to make this easy, however. So let's get a move on.
Yep. All right. I'm trying to remember. I think maybe it's over here. There's a quest. Let's see. Yep, there is.
Yes.
All right. What is that quest again? Consult a letter. Quest related. My dearest son, it pleases me that you wish to follow my footsteps and bring the Maker's word to the unenlightened. I wish you had chosen a less dangerous place to do so. Apologies for leaving early for the Wild Sun, but I wanted They do have something on their face to set up camp and get things started. The chase and respect one with survival skills in the wild, so I hope to get a good grip on that before you arrived. Maybe establish an agreement with the local tribe so that we had friends when you came. When you reach the wilds, you'll find it difficult to navigate. I've listed certain landmarks below. If you follow them, they will lead you to a location I've scouted out, where I've left some supplies. If you're lost, try to get back to the spot and I'll find you. The landmarks are as follows. Beginning at the entrance of the wilds, look for a tree leaning on a ruined building. Pass under a fallen tree bridge. Pass a submerged tower to the right. Look between a high ruined arch and mossy standing stone. Walk along a path of roots and stones. Look for 2 large statues with chests between. There you'll find our meeting point. I loved you, Jogby, my son, and I hope to see you soon. Your father, Rigby. So, tree leaning, fallen bridge, tree bridge, submerged tower on the right. Ruined. I will be sure to not remember any of that. We will try to open this chest, though. I don't think there's actually anything good in it, but... Let's see. Alright, Darkspawn time. Finally. That's the best part about being an archer in this game. Just throw random misses.
If you insist.
Any last words?
Stealth.
Too slow.
And I'm off. Yes.
Alright. Yeah, I promise the combat gets a lot more interesting once you get like mages and more people have more skills. There's a lot of really cool combos you can do. I feel like the music is still too loud. I'm gonna turn it down again. Yeah, once you get a mage, you start being able to do a whole lot of really cool combos. But you can't do that just yet, or we can't do that just yet. Oh, here's that flower that we need for the dog. Gotta defeat that saving enemy.
Yes.
Okay. I feel like this was one of our signs, wasn't it? The stone pillars. Let's double check that again. We're gonna be checking that a lot, I'm sure. Oh, it's a submerged tower. Okay, that looks like a submerged tower. And we need it to be on our right, so... Oh, first I should stealth. As you can see, we changed, for those of you who were there last time, I got a mod to make stealth look not as awful. So we're now just slightly transparent instead of looking like a ghost. Alright, I think this arch is one of our signs as well. Look between a high ruined arch and a mossy standing stone, then we'll walk across the path of roots and stones. Alright, here it is. I'm doing a better job remembering this than I thought I would. Oh, we got wolves.
Bad breath alert.
I love it when my first hit from stealth misses. Yeah, we're gonna...
Let's grab some glory. Don't say I didn't warn you.
Alright. Oh, there's more wolves.
Right to the face.
Yeah, like eventually we're gonna be able to like freeze people and shatter them. Man, this music's so loud. Or we're gonna be able to
Say your prayers.
we're going to be able to do all sorts of cool combos.
Not bad. Not bad at all.
I turned it down too low. Let's 5. All right. Where's our chest? Get a Jason flat blade, a metal kite shield, and a letter. And now there's a farewell letter. Big Dark Quest. My dearest angelic bee, I fear this is the last letter I will write you. I have had difficulty finding the Chastened to bring them the Maker's Word. I have, however, seen evidence of their passing. They appear to have left this area in great haste, possibly fleeing the so-called Darkspawn that are rumored to be gathering in the wilds in ever greater numbers. I have left you a weapon and everything else I can spare, my son. I will try to find you once I have found a safe place. I only hope that you will be safe. With luck, we will meet again. If you see her, tell your mother that I love her, and take care of our family. Your loving father. Oh, well, that was sad. Okay. They're both dead. Playing a happy game, everybody. It's pretty par for the course quest. Okay, well now we're getting an autosave, and I know I picked up that flower, but let's make sure we have it. We do. Okay, so we need 3 vials of Darkspawn blood, though. Hopefully we can get one from these guys, otherwise we're gonna have to... Yeah, happy, joy. Okay, that guy needs to die first. Stun him. Activate that.
Need help? Not bad.
Oh, I forgot to stealth again, didn't I? That might have helped us. Oh, right, it's this part. I forgot about this part. Yeah, knock him down.
Here I am.
Oh, I gotta kill these guys first. A bunch of them.
Oh, you have to do so much better than that. Let's do this quickly, shall we?
Oh crap, this is not going well. Both of our warriors are dead, apparently. Oh. Good thing we got those potions that he can't use.
Right.
Not good. Oh, is he stunned? Well, I guess it's up to me.
Yes. And I'm on.
We may die, guys. This may be our first game over.
Let's do this quickly, shall we?
Alright.
That won't stop me.
Let's see if we can rely on the patented potion technique.
Look over there.
So the thing is, potions in this game don't have a cooldown, and you can really clear this whole game by just crafting a lot of them. So that's what we're going to be going for. And that is a real strategy we're trying, because I'm not going to be running a dedicated healer in this game, I don't think.
Look over there.
If we can just hit this guy enough, we will eventually defeat him.
Not bad.
And all of our guys will come back to life if we can just clear this fight.
Should be fun.
Super interesting gameplay. I know. I promise it gets better. Ow. There we go. It's back. Why is everyone else not coming back? Oh, we have to come close to them. Okay, cool. All right, we did it! Yay! Let's save again. Yeah, I can't wait for us to get someone with a bit more action in their gameplay. I might need to look at changing our specialization or our gameplay style so it's a little bit more interesting to watch. But I feel like that's also just early game RPGs in general. Oh, I forgot to stealth again. That's going to be a recurring thing, isn't it? My most recent playthrough was a mage, so I kind of got used to that stealthing.
Stop me.
We already used that. We already used that.
Saving the day.
Time, my guy.
Smells great. That jacket you're wearing, it really fits you. Right then.
This guy just dies all the time.
Right to the face.
Here I am. Shall we?
Right. You almost got it. Oh, Alistair needs a post.
Here.
I guess he didn't. Alright. Let's finish the rest of this quest. Oh, hey,
Well,
look.
well.
It's one of my other favorite characters.
What have we here? Are you a vulture, I wonder?
No, I'm
a
a dwarf.
scavenger, poking amidst a corpse whose bones were long since cleaned? Or merely an intruder, come into these darkspawn-filled wilds of mine in search of easy prey? What say you, Scavenger or intruder?
Let's just identify ourselves as what we are, and we'll ask later.
'Tis a tower no longer. The wilds have obviously claimed this desiccated corpse.
Precisely.
I have watched your
Precisely, Lady
progress for
Mushroom.
some time.
Precisely.
Where do they go, I wondered? Why are they here?
To
And now
come
you
here and
disturb ashes none have touched for
get some
so
stuff.
long.
She is
Why
pretty.
is that?
Don't answer her. She looks chastened, and that means others may be nearby.
Oh, you fear barbarians will swoop down upon you.
Yes, swooping is
That line is unironically
She's
one of
a
my
witch of the
favorites
wild,
in,
she is.
Video games,
She'll turn us
period.
into toads.
Witch of
Swooping
the
is bad.
wilds.
Indeed it is.
Such idle fancies, those legends. Have you no minds of your own? You there, dwarf. You have nothing to fear from any
It's true.
witch. Tell me your name,
I'm
and
magic
I shall
resistant.
tell you mine. Let us be civilized.
Civilized is good. Let's see. I am Boat. A pleasure to meet you.
Now that is a proper civil greeting, even here in the wilds. You may call me Morrigan.
Yep.
Shall I guess your purpose? You sought something in that chest? Something that is here no longer?
That is
Here
exactly
no
what we hear, yes.
longer. You stole them, didn't you? You're some kind of sneaky witch thief.
Eloquent
How
is always
very
Alistair.
eloquent. How does one steal from dead men?
Quite easily, it seems. Those documents are Grey Warden property, and I suggest you return them.
I will not, for 'twas not I who removed them. Invoke a name that means nothing here any longer if you wish. I am not threatened.
Yeah, you really generally aren't. Let's ask who removed them.
'Twas my mother, in fact.
Yeah, stealing from dead men is called grave robbing. But we're gonna ask if we can go meet Morgan's mom because our relationship is advancing incredibly quickly.
There is a sensible request. I like you.
I'd be careful. First it's, I like you, but then zap. Frog time.
She'll put us all in the pot, she will. Just you watch.
If the pot's warmer than this forest, it'd be a nice change.
Follow
Good
me
point.
then, if it pleases you. Greetings, Mother. I bring before you 4 Grey Wardens who...
I see them, girl. Much as I expected.
Are we supposed to believe you were expecting us?
Yeah.
You are required to do nothing, least of all believe. Shut one's eyes tight or open one's arms wide. Either way, one's a fool.
I mean, that was
She's
kind
a
of
witch,
uncalled
I tell
for.
you. We shouldn't be talking to her.
Quiet, Davith. If she's really a witch, do you want to make her mad?
Fair
There
point.
is a smart lad. Sadly irrelevant to the larger scheme of things, but it is not I who decides. Believe what you will. And what of you?
And Morgan's mom is
Does
just
your
dropping spoilers.
dwarven mind give you a different viewpoint? What do you believe?
What do we believe? See, I'm no fool. I believe you have something we need. I'm not sure what to believe. I believe you're crazy and possibly dangerous. You love whose energies, Morgan or Morgan's mom? Because both of them are sassy, no bullshit, and I love both of them. Let's say I believe you have something.
They did not come to listen to your wild tales, Mother.
True, they came for their treaties, yes? And before you begin barking, your precious seal wore off long ago. I have protected these.
You... Oh, you protected them?
Yeah, I feel very
And
silly
why
now, don't you?
not? Take them to your Grey Wardens and tell them this blight's threat is greater than they realize.
Unironically, what they both believe. Ink typo included and excluded, Jarman. Let's see, taking to your Grey Warden, tell them the blight is greater than they realize. Let's thank her politely, because we are trying to hit on her pretty daughter.
Such manners. Always in the last place you look. Like stockings.
Very true.
Oh, do not mind me. You have what you came for.
Time for you to go, then.
Do not be ridiculous, girl. These are your guests.
Oh, very well.
That's
I will
Alistair in a
show you
nutshell,
out of the
Morgana.
woods. Follow me.
He's like the Sokka of this game, and I love him so much. Honestly, I like pretty much every companion in this game. For one reason or another. Alright, so the first thing we gotta do, very important. There's 2 things we gotta do before we talk to Duncan, actually. We gotta get this guy the flower.
Mabari's stable for now, but not
so
improved.
that we can save the doggo.
Unless I get that herb I told you about, there's not much hope.
Is
Let me
this your
see.
flower?
Yeah, that's exactly it. Wonderful. Give me a moment and I'll make this into an ointment.
Cool.
He looks better already. I'm sure he'd thank you himself if he could.
Let's ask.
A
how
day,
long
maybe
is
2.
improvement?
There's enough ointment for him to make a full recovery. Why not come back after the battle? Perhaps we can see about imprinting him on you.
That'd be awesome.
Maybe.
It's possible.
It's likely he understands you're responsible for curing him. Mabari are at least as smart as your average tax collector. Come back after the battle and just...
I love that line.
Well, take another look.
Oh, we need to pause it. I wanted to save. Alright, and now we need to go do the second most important thing, which is this guy. We already bought our backpack from him, but his inventory
Hello again.
respawns.
Is there something you need?
After we come back from the
Some
wild.
supplies, perhaps?
So we can get a second backpack.
Let me know what you'd like.
And that's the most important thing you can get in this whole game. We need more backpacks. Anything else we need? Oh, yeah, that's actually worthwhile. Let's buy more of these. We used a lot of them. And more of these. I don't think any of us can actually craft anything right now, so we don't really need any other supplies. But that should be good for now. Now we save. And we don't open that chest yet, because we're going to want to open it later. And then, can we talk to Alistair first?
Let's get back to Duncan
Nope.
quickly. If we wait too long, you won't be able to swing a dead cat without hitting a Darkspawn.
Right.
So you returned from the wilds. Have you been successful?
See? Yes, we have.
Good. I've had the Circle mages preparing. With the blood you've retrieved, we can begin the joining immediately.
Let's tell him about Morgan.
There was a woman at the tower, and her mother had the scrolls. They were both very... odd.
Were they wilder folk?
I don't think so. They might be apostates. Mages hiding from the Chantry.
Yeah.
I know you were once a Templar, Alistair, but Chantry business is not ours. We have the scrolls. Let us focus on the joining.
Yep.
I will not lie. We Grey Wardens pay a heavy price to become what we are. Fate may decree that you pay your price now, rather than later.
That's not concerning at all. But considering that, you know, we were kicked out of our home and we can't go back, I don't really think we have much of a choice. If we go home, they kill us. If we take the ritual, they only might kill us. But let's clarify
As
that.
could any Darkspawn you might face in battle. You would not have been chosen, however, if I did not think you had a chance to survive.
Let's go then.
Saying we
I'm
have a
anxious to
chance.
see this joining now.
I agree. Let's have it done.
Then let us begin.
All right.
Alistair, take them to the old temple.
That's basically this entire game, Morgana. The room is always on fire. Everything is always fine.
The more I
it so
hear
much.
about this joining, the less I like it.
Are you blubbering again?
Why all these damn tests? Have I not earned my place?
Maybe it's tradition. Maybe they're just trying to annoy you.
Yeah, let's see. Let's ask if all humans are such cowards, because we really haven't met any, and we're going to be kind of sassy.
I only know that my wife is in Highover with a child on the way. If they had warned me, it just doesn't seem fair.
I feel like
Would you have come if they'd warned you?
Then.
Maybe that's why they don't. The Wardens do what they must, right?
Including
this guy's-
sacrificing us?
I'd sacrifice a lot more if I knew it would end the Blight.
A true hero. He does make a good point.
You saw those Darkspawns tonight. Wouldn't you die to protect your pretty wife from them?
Maybe
you'll die. Maybe we'll all die. If nobody stops the Darkspawn, we'll die for sure.
I've just never faced a foe I could not engage with my blade.
Yeah, we
At
get it. You're not
last
very
we
smart.
come to the joining.
I am not
Grey
an
Wardens were
anti-humanite.
founded during the First Blight, when humanity stood on the
We're just
verge of
making fun of them.
annihilation. So it was that the first Grey Wardens drank of Darkspawn blood and mastered their taint.
We're
Kinda
going to
gross,
drink the
but
blood
okay.
of those creatures.
As the first Grey Wardens did before us, as we did before you. This is the source of our power and our victory.
Those who survive the joining become immune to the taint. We can sense it in the Darkspawn and use it to slay the Archdemon.
That does sound important. Let's do
We
it.
speak only a few words
Basically
prior
already
to
dead.
the joining, but these words have been said since the first. Alistair, if you would.
Join us, brothers and sisters. Join us in the shadows where we stand vigilant. Join us as we carry the duty that cannot be forsworn. And should you perish, know that your sacrifice will not be forgotten. And that one day, we shall join you.
Davith, step forward.
My favorite thing is that, like, the first guys to do this had no idea what it would do. They just drank Darkspawn blood to see what would happen. Oh, apparently that's what happens.
I am sorry, Davith.
Ooh. Rip.
Step forward, Jory.
But I have a wife, a child. Had I known...
There is no turning back.
No! You ask too much. There is no glory in this.
Just drink it, Jory. Yeah, there's not any glory in that one either, huh?
I am sorry. But the joining is not yet complete.
We've all got to drink the Kool-Aid.
You
All
are
right, our
called
turn.
upon to submit yourself to the taint for the greater good.
Go.
From this moment forth, you are a Grey Warden.
Or we're dead. Guess we'll find out. Ooh, does not look good for us. Oh, hey, look, it's a dragon, like in the title of the game.
It is finished. Welcome.
Not actually
Two
a
more
dragon.
deaths. In my joining, only one of us died, but it was horrible. I'm glad at least one of you made it through.
Yep.
How do you feel?
It is extremely cult-like, yeah. This is just some Dragon HD. Yeah, it is. It's over. We're fine.
Did you have dreams? I had terrible dreams after my joining.
Yeah, we
Such
sure did.
dreams come when you begin to sense the Darkspawn, as we all do. That and many other things can be explained in the months to come.
Before I forget, there is one last part to your joining. We take some of that blood and put it in a pendant. Something to remind us of those who didn't make it this far.
Same the pendant is kind of mediocre.
Take some time. When you're ready, I'd like you to accompany me to a meeting with the king.
Whoa. What kind of
The king is discussing strategy for the upcoming battle. I am not sure why he has requested your presence. The meeting is to the west, down the stairs. Please attend as soon as you're able.
Sure will. Alright, it's time to save the game. We have lost our 2 out of our 3 first companions. Although I guess we technically had the really obnoxious guy in our origin. But he doesn't count either. So now we get to level up. We're going to level dexterity. Because that's our entire build, just leveling dexterity. Uh, do we level coercion or combat training? I feel like, I mean, coercion will help us pass important story checks. Combat training is essential to learning new skills. What if I level coercion? What talents can I get? That. Really, the only one we need is that, and we don't have the item that we need to use it effectively, or the party member that we would need to use it effectively. That we can't learn to level 10, and that only requires 1. Our build's not very complicated. It's mostly auto-attacking. So let's think about this. I think in 2 levels, at level 6, we gain another one. So that means we'd have to go 2 levels. We have 2 levels worth of things that we could do. Yeah, because at level 5, we could take this. Eventually, we'll probably want Feign Death, too. Yeah, I think we got coercion, right? I think coercion is our best option. Eventually, we're going to respec anyways, and probably take these points out of trap making once we've done the trap making quest and poison making, and that'll get us extra points. So this really isn't final. Let's get our coercion up for now. Now we can stealthy item use and improve tools. This is the hardest part of the game, by the way, is just building a character.
Loghain, my decision is final. I will stand by the Grey Wardens in this assault.
You risk too much, Cailan. The Darkspawn horde is too dangerous for you to be playing hero on the front lines.
That's the case. Perhaps we should wait for the Orlesian forces to join us after all.
Yeah,
I must repeat my protest to your fool notion that we need the Orlesians to defend ourselves.
It is not a fool notion. Our arguments with the Orlesians are a thing of the past, and you will remember who is king.
How fortunate Marek did not live to see his son ready to hand Ferelden over to those who enslaved us for a century.
Then our current forces will have to suffice, won't they? Duncan, are your men ready for battle?
They are, Your Majesty.
And this is the recruit I met earlier on the road? I understand congratulations are in order.
We should, we've been sucking up to this guy so far, because he's kind of important, and we don't want to get executed here too, so we're gonna thank him.
Every Grey Warden is needed now. You should be honored to join their ranks.
Your fascination with glory and legends will be your undoing, Cailan. We must attend to reality.
Yep.
Fine. Speak your strategy. The Grey Wardens and I draw the Darkspawn into charging our lines, and then?
You will alert the tower to light the beacon, signaling my men to charge from cover.
To flank the Darkspawn, I remember.
Yep.
This is the Tower of Ishal in the ruins, yes? Well, who shall light this beacon?
I have a few men stationed there. It's not a dangerous task, but it is vital.
Then we should send our best. Send Alistair and the new Grey Warden to make sure it's done.
Yeah, but that means we won't be
We
fighting
need
battle.
the beacon. Without it, Loghain's men won't know when to charge.
That's a
You
good
see?
point.
Glory for everyone.
You rely on these Grey Wardens too much. Is that truly wise?
Yeah, probably.
Enough of your conspiracy theories, Loghain. Grey Wardens battle the Blight no matter where they're from.
Your Majesty, you should consider the possibility of the archdemon appearing.
There have been no signs of any dragons in the wilds.
Isn't that what your men are here for, Duncan?
Yes, Your Majesty.
Your Majesty, the tower and its beacon are unnecessary. The
We
circle
will
of
not
Magi...
trust any lives to your spells, Mage. Save them for the Darkspawn.
Yeah, glad we can all get along.
Enough! This plan will suffice. The Grey Wardens will light the beacon.
Thank you, Loghain. I cannot wait for that glorious moment. The Grey Wardens battle beside the King of Ferelden to stem the tide of evil.
Yes, Galen. A glorious moment for us all.
That's not menacing in any way.
You heard the plan.
Perfectly good
you
about
and
that.
Alistair will go to the Tower of Ishal and ensure the beacon is lit.
What?
Yep.
I won't be in the battle.
This is by the King's personal request, Alistair. If the beacon
Yeah,
is
he
not
seems
lit,
totally trustworthy.
Tern Loghain's men won't know when to charge.
Yep.
So he needs 2 Grey Wardens standing up there holding the torch, just in case, right?
Apparently he does, yes. Let's see. I agree with him. We should be in the battle.
That is not your choice. If King Cailan wishes Grey Wardens to ensure the beacon is lit, then Grey Wardens will be there. We must do whatever it takes to destroy the Darkspawn, exciting or no.
I get it, I get it. Just so you know, if the king ever asks me to put on a dress and dance to Remigold, I'm drawing the line. Darkspawn or no.
It could be a great
Me
distraction, though.
shimmying down the Darkspawn line? Sure. We could kill them while they roll around laughing.
It's a valid strategy.
The tower is on the other side of the gorge from the King's camp, the way we came when we arrived. You'll need to cross the gorge and head through the gate and up to the tower entrance. From the top, you'll overlook the entire valley.
Okay.
We will signal you when the time is right. Alistair will know what to look for.
Okay. We join the battle
Stay
afterwards.
with the Terran's men and guard the tower. If you are needed, we will send word.
He would. He would look beautiful in a dress. What if the Archdemon
We
appears?
soil our drawers, that's what.
If it does, leave it to us. I want no heroics from either of you.
Okay. Know what I have
I
to do.
must join the others. From here, you two are on your own. Remember, you are both Grey Wardens. I expect you to be worthy of that title.
Duncan.
Absolutely.
May the Maker watch over you.
May he watch over us all.
Alright. Let us save again. Okay. So, here we go. Tower of Ishal. Where is the Tower of Ishal? There's that chest that we're still not going to open. There's the Kakari Wilds. Oh, it's across the bridge. Okay. Go this way. No. Yes. Yes. Ooh, a cutscene. They all look real happy to be there. The doggos at least seem happy to be there.
The plan will work, Your Majesty.
Of course it will. The Blight ends here.
A lot of very creepy stuff there. Intimidating it all. I think they look very friendly, but I don't know what y'all think. just want to play Smash Bros. They are, they're just vibing. Having a great time. Running a real long distance. Yeah, exactly.
Archers!
They're just there for the sleepover. Precisely. It's all just fun games.
Hounds!
Just send all the doggos. Oh.
For Ferelden!
Yeah, that's the saddest part of this entire game. Alright, we just gotta cross this bridge.
Let's cross the bridge and get to the Tower of Ishal.
Alright, bridge crossing time.
There!
Okay.
You will fall to the shadows with me. Push them back!
Guys, I remember the stealth. Oh. Okay then. What's going on here? Wow, they're sure having a great time down there. Look at that beautiful animation. Isn't it wonderful? Alright, let's stealth again. I don't know what makes you think that, Lady Mushroom. I think that they're being very
Help
friendly.
me. They're everywhere. You're Grey Wardens, aren't you? The tower, it's been taken.
What are you talking about, man? Taken how?
The Darkspawn came up through the lower chambers. They're everywhere. Most of our men
They
are
giving me a
dead.
mage? I forgot they gave me a
Then
mage.
we have to get to the beacon and light it ourselves.
Okay. Here we go. What can this mage do? Can you do cool things? Oh. Well, that's okay, I guess. Yeah. Okay. Can't do anything really cool.
To the shadows with me.
Alright. What do we got here? Yeah, we'll just shoot him.
Hey, watch it! Bad for you.
Let's see, yeah, I was hoping we could do some combos with the mage, but he's apparently not built for that, so we cannot.
Alright.
Doesn't seem like his mana regen's very good either.
Down you go!
That won't stop me.
Yeah, I think they understood that too, Morgana. I think that they are not well versed in sleepover etiquette. They seem to think that sleepovers are a lot more violent than I think they're supposed to be. So let's oh, I'm not stealth. That's gonna keep being a problem still.
This so bad!
Oh, Alistair too. Heal up, my buddy. You as well. Our inventory's full as well. We're gonna have to start ditching stuff.
Aye.
You asked for it.
Shall we?
Yeah, we can talk about Alistair. He's been here this whole time. We can never talk about him too much. Oh, I'm playing as Alistair right now. I want to attack.
Yes.
But he does need to drink a health potion again. And what about you, Tower Guard? Do you have any cool abilities? Oh, you can taunt. But you're already kind of low on health, so you don't really want me to do that.
Where do I go?
Die! If you insist.
Oh.
Yeah! Okay, done with you now. Let's do.
Actually, this fight's almost over.
Quickly, shall we?
And that!
Leveled up. Alright, maybe I can give him something. Correct. He needs more strength so he can equip better armor. Level 9 for that. Let's get Dretton. It's pretty essential to tanks. So let's go into our inventory and get rid of some stuff. I never use these, so we can destroy those. Probably have a lot of unnecessary. Yeah, like we don't need this axe. Actually, while I'm destroying things, we should use it because that's stripping back. You don't need the balanced greatsword. You don't need 3 to 4 pieces. Small. Definitely don't need 4 short bows. You don't need any short bows, really. You don't need the elm longbow. Don't need 2 duster leather boots. Don't need 2 duster leather armor. Don't need 2 colored shields. Need 2 commoner clothing. Oh, that's actually pretty good. Oh, we can give Alistair some better equipment too. Like... Am I wearing the good tank belt right now? I am. Wear the Guildmaster's belt instead. Alistair, you can wear the Band of Fire. Wear the Cinch of Skillful Maneuvering. Give him a helmet. Axe, longsword. Everything better than that. I think he doesn't have the strength for it. He doesn't. You should, Bluebo. Yeah, and actually, you can solve a lot of issues without violence in this game, but not everything. But if you have your coercion high enough, you can solve a tremendous amount of issues in this game without violence. Which is part of why so let me check and make sure I didn't accidentally delete anything that I need. So we still have the Reaper's Cudgel and Blight Blood, and the Dragonbone Cleaver and Star Wars of Arlathan, and the Edge, which I think are our only weapons that we get from the DLC. I know we still have the Blood Dragon Plate, the Vestments this year. Work of the Tree King. Should have the Pearl the Anointed, War Mage, Feral Wolf Charm, Vigilance, Sash Within Secrets, Pocket Stalish. Now I know we have the Cinch and this. I think I'm wearing the Stray. Yep, and the Helm of the Deep Roads. Oh, actually, we should give Alistair the Helm of the Deep Roads. Oh, thank you, Lady Mushroom. I hope you had a good time. You know, feel free to follow if you feel inclined, and then you'll get the notifications when I go live again. I'll probably be trying to do this on Saturdays. I'm gonna try and stream a little bit during the week as well, but that's a bit more difficult to me because I have a job. But yeah, I hope that you'll come back again. So this is the boring part of the game. I know, unless you're me and you're weird and you actually like inventory management, but I think we've got everything. I don't think we deleted anything we weren't supposed to. Looks good to me. With our 1 billion Ostagar saves. So what we got now? Ooh, a Grey Warden helmet. Is that better than what we have we already have? No, it's not. Okay, it's actually kind of bad. How much did I put? Not as much as I thought. Cool. Alright, thanks for dropping by, Morgana. I hope you can come back again. We're going to have fun with the slumber party, for sure. And now for the real part. Ah, stealth.
Quiet now. Crap. So simple to see, really.
Let's disarm that. Let's see, are there any other traps that I need to disarm? I want to kill that guy first.
Look over there.
Yeah, I figured that was gonna happen. Right now I want to fall back, and then Alistair to shield bash that guy over there. I need you, Wizard, to hit that guy with everything you got. And you, why don't you taunt that guy so we can get him off me?
This part takes forever.
Take that!
potion again.
This shit was wild.
Alright, cool, we did it. We ganked the mage. Very important. Yeah, so what's going on with the sound in the background is I have a... Oh, the mage is dying. I have a air conditioner, a portable air conditioner in this room, and it's because I love my computer a lot, but it puts out actually too much heat for this room to just by itself vent out, and I get heat exhaustion, especially in the summer. And so the air conditioner, by nature of where everything is, it's very close to the microphone just because of the way the room is set up. I might be able to move my microphone back over to the other side because I moved it over this side, and maybe that'll stop picking up the noise. But right now I think it's picking up the AC, and my mic doesn't pick up the AC because I'm running NVIDIA Broadcast to basically remove all the background sounds, but the mic still picks it up, which apparently, even though it's not making any sound, it still picks up there's sound coming into the microphone, making my lips move. And I've tried disabling sound sensitive lip movements, but it seems like whatever setting I set was the wrong setting, so I'll have to play around with it more, and hopefully by the next stream I'll have it worked out, but I kind of forgot to do that before the stream.
Let's do this quickly, shall we?
That's the very long version of what's going on. But the short answer is yes, it's picking up sound.
Take that.
And I don't know how to fix it yet.
There's so many!
I'd probably hotkey, like, moving my mic or something, but that might be the best thing to do, to be honest. Let's see. Yeah, because when I mute my mic, it stops. So that's clearly what it is. Oh, I forgot to stealth. That's probably going to be like my most said line this entire campaign. Oh, I forgot to stealth.
Alright. Yes. Yes. Alright.
Well, let's take the door open. Let's just Alright. Never mind, the mage doesn't have the mana to
and I'm on. Take that!
Hey.
Yeah!
Let's unlock this chest because I can do that. Oh, cool. Worth unlocking. Laser output.
To the shadows with me.
I remember to stealth this time at least. So, what is over here? Doesn't look like there's a mage here. So let's just take out this guy. And as this guy goes by, let's stun him.
And that!
Yeah. Alright. Yeah, sorry about the mouth moving things, by the way.
This is it!
I'm not really sure what to do about it at the moment. I think there was a chest in this room, maybe. I remember there being something somewhere that I'm supposed to loot. In one of these rooms. There's like a unique piece of gear. I think maybe it's on the second floor. If we miss it, it's no big deal. It's not like it's the best item in the game or anything.
Maker's breath. What are these Darkspawn doing ahead of the rest of the Horde? There wasn't supposed to be any resistance here.
Yeah, there sure wasn't supposed to be any resistance here. Well, we should try telling them the
because
wrong place.
clearly this is all just a misunderstanding. We'll laugh about this later. At any rate, we
Yeah, they're
need to
missing
hurry.
sleepover.
We need to get up to the top of the tower and light the signal fire in time. Taron Logain will be waiting for the signal.
Sure is.
Quiet now.
Actually, what is my dexterity at? Okay, not nearly what I need it to be for Stars of Arlathon. Let's save again. Some Darkspawn here. That is a lot of Darkspawn, actually. Oh, there's even more in there. Lovely. Let's try and kill these guys. Before we aggro the rest of those guys.
Think you're good enough to take me?
Man, that was bad. I almost aggroed the rest of those guys. Which the mage is doing now. Why? Why are you doing that? No, you're gonna die.
Let's grab some glory.
That is the most aggressive mage. Oh, congratulations on 500 hours. There aren't many games that I put 500 hours into, to be honest. Don't forget me. I'm still really sad they patched that out of that game. But yeah, no, there aren't many games I put 500 hours into. I think this is one of the few that I have. Pokemon, if you count 4th gen Pokemon as the same game, like between Diamond, Pearl, and Platinum, which I do, I count them all as the same because they pretty much are. I put 400 hours into that for sure. And Skyrim, I've put, I think, like 1,000 hours or something into Skyrim, which I think is the only game that I've put that much time into. Because I generally don't replay games or play games more than once.
Going.
Except this one, and Skyrim. But yeah, it's a loss we'll never recover from. We all lost something that day. Maybe there'll be a new funny one in Xenoblade 3, and we can all laugh at it.
To the shadows with me.
I'm sure we'll find some joke to laugh at 5 years later from Xenoblade 3. We always do.
Going.
Right. Genlocks. The Genlocks are some of the nastiest guys in the game because they have a tendency, once you're later in the game, to prioritize breaking stealth and killing your mage. Which, if that sounds terrible, it is. Because, like, late in the game, your mage is the most vital member of the party, generally. Because they're in control, they're in charge of healing, crowd control, crowd control, and they're probably one of your highest damage dealers. And unless you make them an arcane warrior, which we're gonna do, they're still very vulnerable to being hit by pretty much anyone. Anything that moves, a strong breeze will kill your mage. So be sure to take care of your mage and make sure that they're in a safe environment, free of anything moderately pointy or blunt or even, you know, just a little bit prickly. It's just very important that your mage, I'm checking for missed chests. It's very important that your mage be left in a place where they cannot accidentally trip, stub their toe, unless they're an arcane warrior, in which case they're basically a god, and you need the sharp objects that need fear them, and everything else in existence.
Loghain better be ready to charge as soon as we light the signal. The king is depending on us.
Going. Quiet now.
Well, this is looking even worse. What we got in this room? This is part of why I like playing rogue, is because you just get to sneak in and sort of see what you're up against before you actually fight. And it looks like there's just two dudes who are gonna like gank us when we come in. So I'm gonna see if I can't. You know what? I'm gonna walk up to this dude. And I'm gonna stun him.
Let's grab some glory.
Oh, also flipped up.
How'd I do that?
Yeah, being a rogue is probably my favorite thing to play in this game. Although on PC, I'm starting to come around to mage. Mage is just not fun to play on console, which is the main area I played this game on. When I first got it, I didn't have a gaming PC.
Oh, look, it wants to fight.
Which goes to show how long ago it was that I played this game, huh? But it's just the being able to sort of plan out everything you do is very fun. It's this game, especially on higher difficulties, this game almost plays like Fire Emblem in that it's like constantly like pause, queue up a command, pause, queue up a command, pause, queue up a command. Because if you don't, you get completely, I forgot stealth. You get completely wrecked, unless you're playing something like Arcane Warrior Blood Mage, in which case the game doesn't matter. Nothing matters. Everything is falls before you because you've broken the entire game. It's the equivalent of like playing 3 houses and making every single character a which I had done briefly in 3 houses, and it is exactly as silly as I thought it was going to be. Shall we? I forgot, I think you can actually unleash the dogs.
And I'm off.
Oh yeah, Blue, did I ever tell you about my most ridiculous 3 houses build that I actually like reloaded the game to undo because it was too powerful? Because it was, I forgot stealth again.
Darkspawn.
It was a silly thing. In case I didn't. Yeah, so it was Petra. So I made Petra a dancer. I spent a whole bunch of like points to make sure that Petra could become a dancer. I made Petra the dancer so that she could get her the bonus to evasion while wielding a sword. And then I made her a wyvern rider, and then I gave her a sword. And then I would literally just like on higher difficulties, like send her basically into the middle of the map, and then she would just generally survive because nothing could hit her. She was utterly unhittable, and she would just counterattack everything there. It was absolutely disgusting.
Whew. Now I'm all lightheaded.
And I was thinking I was like playing. I was only playing on like hard or something, but I literally was like, okay, we did it. We wanted to see if it worked. The answer is yes. It's time to be serious again.
To the shadows with me.
This should not exist. Here we go. Yeah, it's like if your goal is to just make something that cannot ever take damage, pretty much, then it's great. And because she moves so fast, so far on the Wyvern, you can just sort of fly her over places. How many daggers is that? Is that 8? Oh man, yeah, we do not need that many daggers. Yeah, that was 8. Yeah, exactly. It was an incredibly silly build because she just dodges everything. Like, she dodges everything in the base game, pretty much. Like, you don't even really need to give her those buffs. But once you do, oh boy, it gets silly really fast. I think I gave her the ring that increases her evasion or something, too. Like, I know there's, like, a second item slot you can do, like a equipment. There was something that boosts her evasion. I think I gave her that. And then she would just sort of solo maps for me. And if there were like mages or something, I would just have her get off the Wyvern. Or archers, I would just have her get off the Wyvern. And then she would just kill them on foot, but she'd fly over on the Wyvern and then dismount. Alright, let's make sure we didn't delete anything important. This is why I like selling things rather than deleting. Still have Blightblood, we should still have Stars of Arlathon. Darkspawn Cleaver. But we still have the Edge. That's very important. What about Stars of Arlathon? I still can't equip. Blood Dragon Plate, Bulwark, Essence of the Seer. I've got all this stuff. Alright. Yeah. That's honestly my favorite thing to do in video games is, or even just tabletop RPGs too, is I really like finding builds that are just absolutely silly. Like, it's part of what I liked about Pokemon when I used to play Pokemon competitively, is my goal was always to just find something that I could just break. And then, like, I know some people are all about the challenge of games, and for me, I'm not about the challenge of games. I'm about finding ways to make the game so utterly easy that there's absolutely no way there can be challenging again. That's way more fun than actually like a hard fight, is making a hard fight easy.
Just die already!
Yeah, exactly.
Let's do this quickly, shall we? Now this should be fun.
Yuri does get crits for no reason. I remember him being really good. I never finished a campaign with him, though. Dark Flyer Lysithea is nutty. Yeah. For sure. I think Dark Flyer Lysithea is actually not the best thing you can do with Lysithea. I feel like I'm trying to remember. There was something better you could do with Lysithea than Dark Flyer, but I don't recall off the top of my head what it was. And it was mostly just because Lysithea gets such insane range that she doesn't really need Dark Flyer, I don't think. But yeah, if you really want to just make it so that she can just always hit anything on the map, for sure, you can make her a Dark Flyer. And it absolutely does that. Alright, so there was something we were supposed to get in one of these places. One of these rooms had some item. Let me check. Do we have it yet? It's like a weapon, I think. Oh yeah, she does get Kanto, doesn't she? I forgot about that. Can't believe I forgot about Kanto. The thing with Lysithea, though, I found is like, because Kanto doesn't let you attack again in Three Houses, right? It just lets you move again, I think. And I found that, like, unless you're playing on a really, really high difficulty where you can't pull this off, fair. Yeah, being dodgy is important. I mean, my thing is that I found that Lysithea, at least on, like, difficulties that aren't, like, super, super high. Alright, I don't remember what it is I'm supposed to be from this. Oh, wait, no, I remember what it was. I think it's actually the dog thing. I think I have. But yeah, I found, Lysithea is really good because Nosferatu allows her to basically just trade. Yeah, I think it was the Warpaint of the Wolfhound is what I wanted, and I got it from this room of dogs. Yeah, or was I right? So she can use Nosferatu to basically heal back any damage she takes, unless you're on such a high difficulty that any damage just kills her, like outright. And so like I remember I played on, I think it was like normal, and the final mission of Crimson Flower, I basically had Lysithea tanking for me to clear the map faster. It was like I had all of my units except Lysithea go right, and Lysithea went left. And it was literally, she ran out of Nosferatus because things would attack her, they wouldn't kill her, and she'd heal it all back immediately with Nosferatu. Because she does so much damage with it, and it just heals more than her health every time.
All right.
Hey, here we go. Hey, remember how they said that, like, Darkspawn don't eat you? Well, they do. Hey there, big guy. If you're looking for the sleepover, it's a few floors down, and dead ahead. Oh, I don't think he's looking for the sleepover. Okay. Oh, I forgot to level up, didn't I? That could be a problem. What's this do? Can't level up now. Ripperoni.
Alright, I'm game. Ah! Ah! Where do I go?
Alright, let's go!
Oh, that hurt. Let's get the mage away from that.
There's so many! And I'm on. Too fast for you. Where do I go? All right.
Let's use our real health Polytus right now.
Really injured! Yeah, just so you know.
Yeah. How amusing. Point me.
Uh-oh. Not good. Not good. Not good.
Saving the day. Yes.
Alright, we're good. Alistair's not good. Well, he is now. Got him. Good job, Tower Guard. You really came in clutch. Yeah, I think he is more upset that
The
you
beacon is over here. We've surely missed the signal. Let's light it quickly before it's too late.
Alright, let us save again. The name of the game is saving. First, let's loot everything in this tower. Like, what's over here?
Going.
Here, what, how much do I have? Alright, let's ditch some of this stuff. Let's ditch the longsword. Wall. Eric helmet. Ditch these two. And yeah, we don't need that many wolf pelts. Oh, did I delete all of them? Whoops. I'm not sure if I actually wanted to delete all of them, so let's try that again. This is why the name of the game is saving.
The beacon is over here.
You can definitely delete the soul rod bombs, though. And we can definitely delete that generic longsword. Again. You can still delete these 3 chainmail boots. Just down to 79 out of 90.
Here.
That should be fine. So let's save one more time.
Surely missed the signal.
Double check, make sure we didn't delete anything important. We still got the egg, we still got the cudgel, we still got Blightblood, Dragonbone Cleaver, and Arlathon. Still got the Blood Dragon Blade. We should still have the Vestments this year. Well, True King. Yep. And then we still got the Sash. I probably only did a name of 1 age. Alright, cool, we're good.
Let's light it quickly before it's too late.
Now let's just loot some stuff. We talked to Alistair before this?
The beacon is over here. We've surely
No,
missed
that
the
makes sense.
signal. Let's
All
light
right.
it quickly before it's
We're
too
lighting
late.
the beacon. A new hand touches the beacon.
Sound the retreat.
But what about the king? Should we
Hey, that
not...
wasn't the
Do as
plan.
I command.
Very much not the plan. It's like half our army here.
Pull out! All of you, let's move!
They're not coming to the sleepover. Apparently he got too tired. Anyways, let's see how the rest of the team's doing. Doesn't look like it's going so well. This is pretty violent. Oh, that's not good. Oh, that's really not good. Very bad. Ooh. Well, there goes the king. What are you gonna do, Duncan? Well, at least Duncan's got this. Strike him down. Become more powerful than he can possibly imagine. He did it. Yeah, that's not good. I don't think things are going our way. I'm starting to suspect this really isn't the final battle, and that perhaps I was lied to. Beacon's lit, and Loghain's not coming. Oh. Well, that's not good. Wow, that is a lot of ow. That's not good for me either. Really should have been paying better attention. But we get to meet the pretty lady again,
your
and
eyes
why am I
finally
not wearing
open.
clothes?
Mother shall be pleased.
Guys, I think we did it. Alright, wait, I remember you. The girl from the wilds.
I am Morrigan, lest you have forgotten, and
Definitely
we
didn't
are
forget.
in the wilds, where I am bandaging your wounds. You are welcome,
All right.
by the way. How does your memory fare? Do you remember Mother's rescue?
Not at all.
Mother managed to save you and your friend, though 'twas a close call. What is important is that you both live. The man who was to respond to your signal quit the field. The Darkspawn won your battle.
Wow, what a
Those he
jerk.
abandoned were massacred. Your friend, he is not taking it well.
Yeah, imagine that.
The suspicious dim-witted one who was with you before, yes. He is outside by the
Poor
fire.
Alistair.
Mother asked to see you when you awoke.
All right, gotta go then. I'm going to thank her for helping me.
You were welcome. Though Mother did most of the work, I am no healer.
But you will be. Let's see. Ask some questions.
I do
if you
not
don't
mind. Take your time.
Save
We
your
are
wits,
safe
Darkspawn.
for the moment. Mother's magic keeps the Darkspawn away.
Well, that's very convenient.
Once you leave, 'tis uncertain what will happen. The Horde has moved on, so you might avoid it.
That's also nice. Why'd you
I
save
wonder
us?
at that myself. But she tells me nothing. Perhaps you were the only ones she could reach. I would have rescued your king. A king would be worth a much higher ransom than you.
Well, gee, thanks.
What a sensible attitude. Mother is
Yeah.
seldom sensible,
You'd
however.
be worth a lot more. Tried to
She
shoot many
turned
husbands.
into a giant bird and plucked the two of you from atop the tower, one in each talon.
I honestly have no idea
If you
if
do
she's
not
fucking
believe
with us
that
right
tale,
now.
then I suggest you ask Mother yourself. She may even tell you.
Are there any survivors
Only
besides us?
stragglers that are long gone. You would not want to see what is happening in that valley now.
Probably not. That's what
I
about
do not know who this Loghain even is. Perhaps ask Mother of it.
Yeah, that was probably a dumb question. All right, that's
I
it. That's enough
agree.
questions.
'Tis time you speak with Mother, then be on your way.
Okay, we're wearing clothes again. Cool. Let us save the game again. In the hut. This roll go. Whatever. Get all our stuff back. Yeah, it sure looks like it. This chest I can't unlock.
You must speak to Mother, then be gone. You have an army of Darkspawn to avoid, and 'twould be best to get an early start.
Fair.
I will
Let's go
stay and make something to eat.
Gee, thanks. Okay, let's go talk to everyone now that We were lied to in an RPG. Which is, we
See,
pointed out,
here
is
is your
shocking.
fellow Grey Warden. You worry too much, young man.
Yep, very much alive.
You're alive. I thought you were dead for sure.
Thanks for the vote of confidence. Yeah, it'll take more than 2
Duncan's
Darkspawn to
dead.
kill us. Oh.
The Grey Wardens.
Oh.
Even the King. They're all dead.
Oh, that's not good at all.
This doesn't seem real. If it weren't for Morrigan's mother, we'd be dead on top of that tower.
Do not talk about me as if I am not present, lad.
I didn't mean... But what do we call you? You've never told us your name?
Names are pretty, but useless. The chastened folk call me Flemeth. I suppose it will do.
The Flemeth? From the legends?
Flemeth was right about a
was
lot of
right.
things.
You're the Witch of the Wilds, aren't you?
And what does that mean? I know a bit of magic, and it has served you both well, has it not?
It has. So we should thank her.
If you know what is good for you, I suppose you should.
Probably owe her. So is there some way we can repay her?
All that I wish you to do is what you are meant to do. It has always been the Grey
Unsettling,
Warden's
but okay.
duty to unite the lands against the Blight. Or did that change when I wasn't looking?
Honestly, no idea. I have never been to school.
But we
Definitely
were
didn't,
fighting
though.
the Darkspawn. The King had nearly defeated them. Why would Loghain do this?
Now that is a good question. Men's hearts hold shadows darker than any tainted creature.
This is also
Perhaps he believes the Blight is an army he can outmaneuver. Perhaps he does not see that the evil behind it is the true threat.
Yeah, probably.
The Archdemon.
But
It is said that long ago, the Maker sent the old gods of the ancient Tevinter Imperium to slumber in prisons deep beneath the surface. An archdemon is an old god awakened and tainted by Darkspawn. Believe that or not, history says it's a fearsome and immortal thing, and only fools ignore history.
So let me get this straight. I have to go kill an ancient, corrupted, immortal dragon god, and I'm not playing Fire Emblem. I don't believe you. Let's see. Can you help us?
I am just an old woman who lives in the wilds. I know nothing of blights and darkspawn.
Yeah, that's bullshit. And
Well,
know it.
Whatever Loghain's insanity, he obviously thinks the Darkspawn are a minor threat. We must warn everyone this isn't the case.
True.
And who will believe you? Unless you think to convince this Loghain of his mistake.
Maybe if we talk
He
to
just
him,
betrayed his own king.
It'll go well.
If Al Eamon knew what he did at Ostagar, he would be the first to call for his execution.
You would. But I have no idea who this guy is.
I suppose. Al Eamon wasn't at Ostagar. He still has all his men. And he was Kaelin's uncle. I know
That's
him.
good.
He's a good man, respected in the Landsmeet.
I don't know what that is, but
Of
okay.
course, we could go to Redcliffe and appeal to him for help.
Yeah, and surely there are
Of
other allies
course.
we call upon.
The treaties.
Yeah.
Grey Wardens can demand aid from dwarves, elves, mages, and other places. They're obligated to help us during a blight.
That's true.
I may be old, but dwarves, elves, mages, this Arl Eamon, and who knows what else. This sounds like an army to me.
Honestly, sounds like a way better
So
army.
can we do this? Go to Redcliffe and these other places and build an army?
Yeah, why not?
So
Isn't
you
that what
are
Grey
set
Wardens do?
then, ready to be Grey Wardens.
I mean, I think the alternative is letting everyone die to the blight. So let's thank her because she said that we should.
No,
and
no,
she scares
thank
me.
you. You are the Grey Wardens here, not I. Now, before you go, there is yet one more thing I can offer you.
The stew is bubbling, Mother dear. Shall we have 2 guests for the eve, or none?
The Grey Wardens are leaving shortly, girl. And you will be joining them.
Hell yeah.
Such a shame. What?
You heard me, girl. The last time I looked, you had ears.
We should respect
Her
the bargain
magic will be
once.
useful. Even better, she knows the wilds and how to get past the Horde.
Have I no say in this?
You have been itching to get out of the wilds for years. Here is your chance. As for you, Wardens, consider this repayment for your lives.
Alright, we'll
Not
take her with us.
to look a gift horse in the mouth, but won't this add to our problems? Out of the wilds, she's an apostate.
If you do not wish help from us illegal mages, young man, perhaps I should have left you on that tower.
Point taken.
Mother?
There you go.
This is not how I wanted this. I'm not even ready.
You must be ready. Alone, these two must unite for Eldon against the Darkspawn.
Yep.
They need you, Morrigan. Without you, they will surely fail, and all will perish under the Blight. Even I.
I understand.
And you, Wardens, do you understand? I give you that which I value above all in this world. I do this because you must succeed.
Don't worry, we're totally gonna do it. We understand.
Allow me to get my things, if you please.
Here we go.
I am at your disposal, Grey Wardens. I suggest a village north of the wilds as our first destination. 'Tis not far, and you will find much you need there. Or, if you prefer, I shall simply be your silent guide. The choice is yours.
I got some
I
questions.
may have answers. Ask.
Are you really
'Twas
Prince
she
daughter?
who raised me, and thus I consider her my mother, born from her womb or not. 'Tis what you meant, yes?
Just wondering
She
her
would no
age.
more tell me than you, I assure you.
Have you ever been outside
From
the wilds?
time to time, I have been to the village I mentioned, watched its people, and pondered what curious beings they are. On occasion, I purchased goods from the village merchants. There I spoke with men a little. There they stared and knew me as an outsider. Mother wishes for me to expand the horizon of my experience beyond the wilds. Even she was not born here.
Ah, is that what you
What
want?
I want is to see mountains. I wish to witness the ocean and step into its waters. I want to experience a city rather than see it in my mind. So, yes, this is what I want. Actually, leaving is harder than I thought, however.
Yeah, it always is.
Perhaps Mother is right. It must simply be done quickly.
What about this
It is a
village to the north?
small place of little consequence called Lothering. No more than a stop along your Imperial Highway where travellers purchase goods from local farms and smiths.
Okay.
I would go more often were it not for the town's chantry. It makes the village particularly intolerant and unpleasant for a stranger such as me.
Yeah, they do
A
that.
chantry. And they never in all this time thought that maybe you were a witch.
Of course they have. They even called out their Templars once. They found nothing.
Right, then how are
The
we gonna
real
pass the Darkspawn?
question is how we are going to get your friend past the Darkspawn, is it not?
That's true. We can sense the Darkspawn. Conversely, they can sense us.
Wait, what? That's not
We should
reassuring.
be able to sneak past smaller groups, but larger ones, or particularly intelligent Darkspawn, will always detect us.
Mother has given me something else for them to smell instead as we pass by. 'Tis important we head out of the wilds, however, not farther in.
Good to know.
They come from underground, like an eruption. They broke through deep within the forest, and that is where they will be most concentrated.
Good to know. What skills do
I
you have?
know a few spells, though I am nowhere near as powerful as Mother. I have also studied history
Oh, that's
and
good,
your
because we
Grey
did
Warden
not.
treaties.
Can you cook?
I
Wow,
can
Alistair.
cook, yes.
You missed your chance. Now it's charred rabbit from here on out.
Farewell, Mother. Do not forget the stew on the fire. I would hate to return to a burned-down hut.
Bah! 'Tis far more likely you will return to see this entire area, along with my hut, swallowed up by the blight.
All I meant was...
Yes, I know. Do try to have fun, dear.
Come on, Plymouth. Alright. We're getting our quests, our main story quests. Okay, once again, we pump dexterity. We'll eventually need that, so we'll get that. And then Alistair can level up as well. Still needs to pump strength for better armor. Wait, actually, he needs to learn Taunt. Okay. Now, are you still here, Blue? Because we're about to meet that doggo. Let's go to Lothring. Oh wait, never mind. We're not about to meet the doggo. We've got a cutscene first.
And I expect each of you to supply these men. We must rebuild what was lost at Ostagar, and quickly. There are those who would take advantage of our weakened state if we let them. We must defeat this Darkspawn incursion, but we must do so sensibly and without hesitation.
Your lordship, if I might speak. You have declared yourself Queen Honora's regent, and claim we must unite under your banner for our own good. But what of the army lost at Ostagar? Your withdrawal was most fortuitous.
Everything I have done has been to secure Ferelden's independence. I have not shirked my duty to the throne, and neither will any of you!
Yeah, I don't believe that.
The Banon will not bow to you simply because you demand it.
Understand this. I will brook no threat to this nation from you or anyone.
Sounds questionable.
Bantegan, please!
Your Majesty, your father risks civil war. If Eamon were here...
Yeah.
Bantegan, my father is doing what is best.
Did he also do what was best for your husband, your Majesty?
Ouch. Absolutely savage. Not holding back at all. Alright, here it is. Now it's time for Doggo. Here he comes. There he is. Look at him. So beautiful, so majestic. So excited. So friendly. Oh. Okay. What can Morgan do again? Oh, excellent. Finally a real mage. He is such a good boy. Go and attack that dude. And then I...
Direct me.
Behind you.
I am... your death.
An order.
Okay, see? This is what I'm talking about, mage strategy.
Oh, time to play.
There we go. Oh, Alistair's dying. That's not good.
Here.
Wait, these aren't supposed to have cooldowns. Did I have a mod that gave them cooldowns? I'll have to fix that.
Where do I go? Look over there.
Alright. There we go. Got him. You can pet the dog in this game, by the way. You're gonna have to do that. Okay.
I think he was out there looking for you. He's chosen you.
Hell
Barbaria
yeah.
like that. They call it imprinting.
Does this mean we're going to have this mangy beast following us about now?
Morgan, he's wonderful.
Wonderful.
He's not mangy.
Alistair's right, he's not mangy. Always wanted a dog like this. Ever since I heard about them long ago as a dwarf child. Alright guys, we get to name our dog. What do we name him? What do we name him? We can name him anything we want. As long as it isn't against Twitch terms of service. Normally, I name him Darkspawn because that's what he's named in one of the DLC, where you don't get to name him. Look at there. Ripper. Yeah, I feel like he's too good of a boy for that name, though. Like, we could name him Rip and Terra Ripper, but he's such a good boy. Although he really does rip and tear. What if we named him Jack for Jack the Ripper? How do you all feel about that one? Ferdinand von Eyre. I don't think Ferdinand von Eyre will fit. But does Ferdinand even fit? It does, actually. But I don't think we can put spaces in it. Do we want to do this? Do we want to name him Ferdinand von Eyre? Are you like Jack? What about you, Ares? Jack or Ferdinand von Eyre? Y'all are the only ones active in chat, so I'll let y'all decide. Ferdinand. All right, we've got one vote for Jack, and one vote for Ferdinand. Okay, Ferdinand. Ferdinand. Okay, let me... I want to make sure I spelled that correctly because you cannot rename him once this is done. You like Ferdinand more? Okay. Alright, it's Ferdinand. Alright, cool. His name is Ferdinand. And we should have gotten a dog whistle. Okay, so we did get a dog whistle. So the I have a mod that lets us take Ferdinand with us wherever we go. And I'm double checking his name real fast because I'm OCD like that. Ferdinand. Yeah, it doesn't look right to me, but I guess it's just that I don't see Ferdinand very often. But there we go. All right, let's save because we have Ferdinand now. What are Ferdinand's skills? What are his talents? Okay. Yeah, we're probably going to want to respec him. Because we want to get overwhelmed as quickly as possible. This is true. We can talk to him too. Ferdinand didn't find anything. Honestly, I feel like Ferdinand's a great name for him. We can give him some better equipment too. Because we got that war paint for him. Alright, I think we're going to do some Lothering stuff, and then we may call it a stream. Because Lothering isn't really long enough to be its own stream. And I'm still having fun. They are both good boys.
Wake up, gentlemen. More travelers to attend to. Led by a dwarf, oddly enough.
They don't look much like them others, you know. Maybe we should just let these ones pass.
Nonsense. Greetings, travelers.
Highwaymen, preying on those fleeing the Darkspawn, I suppose.
They are fools to get in our way. I say, teach them a lesson.
Now, is that any way to greet someone? A simple 10 silvers, and you're free to move on.
Yeah, we should,
I tell you,
listen to us.
no wagons, and this one looks armed.
The toll applies to everyone, Heinrich. That's why it's a toll, and not, say, a refugee tax.
Oh,
I honestly
right.
like this bandit leader guy.
Even if you're no refugee,
I know he's a terrible person, but he makes me
you
laugh.
still gotta pay.
We're not
Well, I
paying.
can't say I'm pleased to hear that. We have rules, you know.
Right. We get to ransack your corpse then. Those are the rules.
Let's ask him if he wants to fight a Grey Warden.
Did he say he's a Grey Warden? Them ones killed the king.
Traitors to Ferelden, I hear. Tern Loghain put quite a bounty on any who are found.
But aren't them Grey Wardens good?
Yeah,
I
we are
mean,
pretty good.
Really good? Good enough to kill a king?
You have a point. Well, let's forget about the toll. We'll just leave you to your Darkspawn fighting, king-killing ways.
Let's convince him to pay us money.
You don't say.
They is really good, boss. Remember?
Well, yes. 20 silvers? That's all we've collected today. Then take it. Do enjoy your stay in Lothering and all that. Oh, back, are you? I thought we settled things nice and amicably with you Wardens.
Let's make them go home, because they can't keep doing this.
We don't want trouble, so yes, we'll do that. Thank you for sparing us.
Because we're being good and doing
But
crime.
you said these refugee types was easy pickings.
There are better pastures elsewhere, you fool.
Time to go.
All right, we're in Lothering, so we're gonna save. There's a few companions who want to pick up in Lothering first.
Well, there it is. Lothering. Pretty as a painting.
Ah, so you have finally decided to rejoin us, have you? Falling on your blade in grief seemed like too much trouble, I take it.
Is my being upset so hard to understand? Have you never lost someone important to you? Just what would you do if your mother died?
Before or after I stopped laughing.
I love Morrigan.
Right, very creepy. Forget I asked.
What did he
His
want to talk
navel, I suspect. He certainly has been contemplating it for long enough.
Oh, I get it. This is the part where we're shocked to discover how you've never had a friend your entire life.
I can be friendly when I desire
She can
to.
be.
Alas, desiring to be more intelligent does not make it so.
Ouch.
Anyway, I thought we should talk about where we intend to go first.
I think we need to hear some news before.
But we
can
need to decide what our general plan is for afterwards, don't we? I think what Flemeth suggested is the best idea. These treaties, have you looked at them?
Yes, I have.
There are three main groups that we have treaties for. The Dalish Elves, the Dwarves of Orzammar, and the Circle of Magi. I also still think that Arleman is our best bet for help. We might even want to go to him first.
So the thing is, we don't actually want to go to Arleman first. The game kind of sticks you with this one, but there's actually better places to go. Arleman's honestly better saved for near the end of the game, unless you want to make one specific decision, which we have already decided that we're going to be good and not evil. So, I mean, I guess it just depends on how much we really hate the Chantry. But it still seems like an awful mean thing to do. So we're probably going to go to the Circle of Magi first, unless we won't, because we're not evil. So then we'll get some things there, and then maybe we'll go to Orzammar, and then we'll go and maybe do Lothar or Redcliffe after that. Well, let's find out what Morrigan thinks we should do.
Go after your enemy directly. Find this man Loghain and kill him. The rest of this business with the treaties can then be done in safety.
Yes, he certainly wouldn't see that coming, and it's not like he has the advantage of an army and experience and...
I was asked for my opinion and I gave it.
Yep.
If your wish is to come up with reasons why something cannot be done, we will stand here until the Darkspawn are upon us.
This is true.
Well, I don't know where we should go. I'll do whatever you decide.
Now that is unsurprising.
Arleman is a good man, but I don't know for sure he's where we should go. I'm not going to fight about it.
Right? Is there a way to
Short
contact
of
your
leaving
wardens?
Ferelden to seek them out, the only place to send word to would be Weishaupt Fortress. And that's thousands of miles away.
Oh, that's not good.
I can give you directions, if you like.
Let's ask where we can find the Circle of
That will
Magi.
be at their
They seem
tower
valuable.
on Lake Kallenhard to the north. We'll be looking for the first enchanter, whoever that is.
Where do we
He'll
find
be
all
at
these?
Castle Redcliffe, in the far western part of Ferelden, next to the mountain passes. If he isn't there, someone will be able to tell us where he is.
We can find
If we
the
head
hotels.
eastward, towards the Brazilian forest, we should hear word of one of the clans that wanders that area. Hopefully they will still be there.
All right. I've been
We're
exiled from
going to
Orzammar. I
have
can't
to.
go back there.
I certainly wouldn't want to go there alone.
Why? Would it frighten you? Are you afraid of dark and sunken places?
I mean, we won't have any choice. You'll be there under Grey Warden business, and the dwarves will just have to see reason.
They certainly are renowned for an abundance of reason, 'tis true.
You don't know where Orzammar is?
He doesn't know how to find it on the surface, fool. He has never been here before.
Thank you, Morrigan.
If you follow the west road around Kallenhard Lake into the mountains through Gerland's Pass, from there I expect you'd know the way.
Where's Logan?
If he isn't out in the field with his army, he's probably going to be at the palace in Denerim.
Storming the
We
palace
can go
sounds
to
difficult.
Denerim, but somehow I suspect that they're not going to let us just walk around. Only a suspicion, of course.
Yeah, alright, we
Then
don't
you
need
have
any
a
more
plan.
captains. Yep. I'm ready to get going.
Fair enough. Let's head into the village whenever you're ready.
Alright, so it's at this point we have to decide. I know what I want to do, but do we want to romance Morrigan? Because we can. I don't know how y'all are feeling about her so far. But we have 3 romance options. We haven't met the other 2 yet. You can always change your mind later once you start one of the other romances. But Morrigan is one of our options. She's the one I usually go through in my playthroughs.
You there. If you're looking
There's
for
one
safe shelter,
male
I'll
romance
warn
option
you,
for men, and then
none
there's
to be
another
found.
female romance option who we're going to meet very soon. She's very into the chantry, though.
I don't like this.
So let's actually go meet her now, and then we can help
I
make
have
that
a
decision.
wonder, Alistair, if you will indulge me.
Do I have a choice?
Of the 2 of you that remain, are you not the senior Grey Warden here? I find it curious that you allow another to lead while you follow.
You find that curious, do you?
In fact, you defer to a new recruit. Is this the policy of the Grey Wardens, or simply a personal one?
What do you want to hear? That I prefer to follow? I do.
You sound so very defensive.
Couldn't you crawl into a bush somewhere and die? That would be great,
Ouch.
thanks.
Alright, well first let's go and meet the guy who's going to be in our party for a
Dare you
while.
accuse me of thievery? I saw you take the supplies from my car. Your grassland eyes are inept. A chastened would never stoop to petty theft. You marsh folk are all thieves and liars.
Wow.
Enough! People here are already desperate and frightened. They don't need you two coming to blows.
But what about my food?
I said enough!
Shokke basit, marade starit, merade twasit, abana kyun, maras shokra, ananne samkyun.
Alright, Ares, is that a yes for romancing Morrigan? Let's see what Stem has
You
to
aren't
say.
one of my captors. I have nothing to say that would amuse a dwarf. Leave me in peace.
Ask
A
what he is.
prisoner. I'm in a cage, am I not? I've been placed here by the Chantry. I am Sten of the Beresad, the vanguard of the Kunari peoples. You mock me, or you show manners I have not come to expect in your lands. Though it matters little now, I will die soon enough.
This is a proud and powerful creature, trapped as prey for the Darkspawn. If you cannot see a use for him, I suggest releasing him for mercy's sake alone.
Mercy? I wouldn't have expected that from you.
Well,
I
what
would
just
also
happened to our
suggest that
face?
Alistair take his place in the cage.
Yes, that's what I would have expected.
I suggest you leave me to my fate. No
are in
doubt.
need of-
What
oh.
help do you seek?
You're sworn to
The
defend the
Blight.
land against the Blight.
Are you a Grey Warden, then? Surprising.
Yes, I am.
My people have heard legends of the Grey Warden's strength and skill. Though I suppose not every legend is true.
Hey, Stem, that was uncalled for. That's like
Perhaps
we
if
were
you told her the Grey Wardens need my assistance, it seems as likely to bring my death as waiting here.
Okay.
Farewell, then.
Eaten alive by Darkspawn. That's cruel. I wonder why the revered mother's so afraid of him.
Because she's probably awful. Alrighty. Let's go to the Chantry. Which I think is here.
The Chanters are still operating their board. Now that's dedication.
There's word of Darkspawn stragglers, but no sign of the main horde. We are the only hope of protection this village has now, and I will not abandon it.
I beg your pardon. I did not see you approach.
Sir Donald? Is that you?
Alistair? By the Maker, how are you? I was certain you were dead.
He's not dead yet.
No thanks to Turn Logain.
Man,
if our Eamon were well, he'd set Logain straight soon enough.
Wait,
if
what?
he were well? What do you mean?
The Arl is stricken with an illness that threatens his life. We have found no cure, either natural or magical.
When did this happen?
Only a few weeks ago, but he has declined quickly. No one knows the nature of the illness, and even magic has done little to slow its progress. Our only hope now is a miracle. Every knight of Redcliffe has gone in search of the Urn of Sacred Ashes.
What?
Andraste's ashes are said to cure any illness.
Yeah, sure they are.
But I fear we are chasing a fable. With each day, my hope dims.
Oof.
Supposedly, the urn contains the ashes of the prophetess Andraste.
Yeah, it's the Holy
you know
Grail.
all this.
Yeah, I don't actually know much about
If you're
your
truly
religion. I'm a
interested,
dwarf.
there are books here containing a great deal of lore. Nothing I have found leads me to believe that this was anything more than a quest of desperation.
Yeah, most
I
likely.
intend to return to Redcliffe soon and tell the Arlessa exactly that, once Sir Henrik arrives.
Your friend Sir Henrik is
What?
dead.
And you have his locket? And a note?
Yep.
Maker's mercy. Thank you for giving me these. I would never have known otherwise. A reward?
Perhaps?
Oh, of course. I hope a sovereign is sufficient. Thank you. I wonder how many of us have met similar fates on this mad quest.
Shouldn't
My
we
mission
find a
takes
Darkspawn?
priority. But I fear I shall be returning to Redcliffe with nothing to show for my efforts.
We were hoping
Why
you'd
is
already
that, if I may ask?
He is helping
I
Sir
see.
Logan.
The Arl is a popular man, it's true. Tairn Logain, however, is a hero throughout Ferelden.
This is true, yes.
Whatever the Tairn has done or not done, the Arl remains ill, or worse. That is my primary concern.
Yep. Is there any
He
point
may
in
be
going to
dead
Redcliffe?
already. Or perhaps his luck has changed in the weeks I have been gone.
We should see what's happening in Redcliffe ourselves. I believe that now more than ever.
Yeah, but
If
we're still
nothing
gonna wait
else,
on that.
I am certain you would be welcomed at Castle Redcliffe. The Arlessa is there, and she could tell you more than I could. I expected to take advantage of the Chantry's library, in fact, but my skills are better suited to battle than chasing down tales.
Yeah, I mean, you are a knight. All right,
With
I'm gonna
Henrik
go.
gone, I need to return to Redcliffe. Perhaps later I will seek out the scholar his note mentions. But I must go. Thank you again, good sir. You have been most helpful.
That is all. May the Maker have mercy on us.
Let those who seek redemption be delivered.
Alright, let's talk to this revered mother.
Will you be making a donation to the Chantry, my friend? You look like you have salvaged more of value than most who make it here.
We have nothing to
I
offer.
understand. Not all are wealthy enough to spare even a few coins for the Maker's favor.
I mean,
What
I
can
am,
do
but I
for
just
you,
don't
then?
want to. I want to talk about Sten.
It might have been kinder to execute him, but I leave his fate to the Maker. Why does he interest you?
Is there any way we
Then
can
his
convince
next
him?
victims might count you and me as their murderers.
Oh, wait, what?
Your custody.
I want to release.
And who
him
might
custody,
you
yeah.
be?
A
A
Grey
Grey
Warden?
Warden. Oh dear, I will have to ask you to leave before you bring trouble on our heads.
Want to
To
take
defend against the Blight.
the Darkspawn.
Perhaps that is a form of atonement. But are you certain you can control him?
I could invoke the right of conscription.
No, I cannot. There will be too much trouble for us if we are seen cooperating with you.
No.
Now we threaten priests. How fun!
Yep. Give us
whoa,
the key.
whoa! Let's not get out of hand here.
What is the meaning of this? You would threaten me with violence?
Yes.
Your Reverence, please. We are on an important mission. Let us take the Kunari off your hands. I beg you.
I see. And if not, I am to be assaulted. Is this what we have come to?
Yes, it is.
No, Your Reverence. I will not allow that to happen.
Oh, come on, man.
I have more important matters to concern me. Here, take the key to the creature's cage and begone. Do not return.
Sometimes our bad upbringing just comes out.
And when the chant spreads across all four corners
Ooh, Alistair really didn't like that. We're gonna have to fix that at some point.
Hear our unwavering faith. Let him
Morgan liked it, and that's our goal, right? All right. So we got it. We had to threaten the priest to get the cage, or the key to the cage, but we did. We get it. Let's go get our new party members.
So let's talk about your mother for a moment.
I'd rather talk about your mother.
Well, there's nothing to talk about. And besides, isn't your mother a scary witch who lives in the middle of a forest? Much more interesting.
Point.
To you, perhaps. You would find the moss growing upon a stone interesting.
Ouch.
You know what's more interesting than that? Apostates, mages outside of the tower. That's illegal, you know.
You did not read that in a book somewhere, did you? I hope the small letters did not strain you overmuch.
Oh, we could not talk about your mother. That works for me.
Yeah. Trying to outsmart Morgan's tough, Alistair. You're a good boy. And I appreciate that you didn't want me to kill that lady, but I had no choice because she wouldn't give me Sten. And we're not leaving Sten in this cage.
You wish something more of me? I confess, I did not think the priestess would part with it.
We had to threaten to kill her, but we did it.
Perhaps we have different ideas of freedom. So be
by
it.
assisting me.
Set me free and I will follow you against the Blight.
Well,
and so it is done. I will follow you into battle. In doing so, I shall find my atonement.
Yep. Thank you, Stan.
May we
Glad to have you
proceed?
with us.
I am eager to be elsewhere.
Alright, we're
Yes.
gonna remove dog from our party temporarily, and we're gonna use the whistle to get it back immediately. Yep, oh cool. It already did automatically. Let's put Stan in some actual armor and give him a weapon. Let's see. Let's also give him a shield. And yeah, Duke and Mace. No, well, actually, we're gonna. So my plan for Sten is I'm gonna turn him into our tank instead of Alistair. Because as much as I like Alistair, I was looking up like what are people's least used companions, and pretty much nobody ever uses Sten. And I honestly like Sten. He's a little rough around the edges at times, but I think that's part of what makes him interesting. So I want to sort of show off Sten to people and how he's a lot cooler than I think a lot of people give him credit for. And so that's why I want to run Sten this time. Show people what he's all about. What does he have so far? Yeah, so he's originally two-handed, but we're gonna teach him to be one-handed. I hear the raven somewhere, but I don't see it. Oh, there's the raven. Okay, cool. So we can respec him right here. Name this one Sten. This is how the respec mod works, is you do this, then we switch to Sten, and then we have him drink this potion. It gives us a warning, then we respec him. Then we level him up. And we're just going to give him... We're going to put it all into strength so he can equip better armor. And we're going to put it all into combat training. Gonna have him learn these skills here. Gonna learn that one. That requires level 10. Get Air of Insolence. Then we're going to learn Dash. So now he can equip the Blood Dragon Plate. Light Blood. Actually, or would we want to use the Reaper's Cudgel? Probably want to use the Reaper's Cudgel. And he should be able to use that fancy shield we have now as well. And I think he might be a little bugged with the Dragon Plate, but we're not going to keep him in it for long, so... I think there's like a issue with it on his neck or something. Yeah, it's a little buggy in the back there, but we'll just have to ignore that for now until we can get him something better. Oh, and then we got to adjust his tactics to Defender. Stealth. Oh, alright. See you later, Blue.
Why are you here?
Excuse me?
Obviously you are no priestess, but shouldn't you be running a shop or a farm somewhere rather than fighting?
Oh, here we go.
You think to tell me my place, Kunari? You are very brave.
He does get better on this one.
It is not done.
But it is done. Do not be such a blind fool.
I speak the truth. It is not I who is blind.
Look around you, then. You see women throughout this land, fighters and mages both.
That has yet to be proven.
Which, that they fight? Or that they are female?
Either.
So I am not truly a woman to you, hmm? 'Tis good to know.
So Sten, like I said, is rough around the edges, and he says a lot of things that are wrong, but it's really just like, and one of the things I like about Sten is that he does grow better over the course of the game. And it's also because he's of his upbringing, right? So they sort of look
to
at
everyone in the tavern.
He's sort of an
How are we
examination
supposed
of
to know where
religious
the urn
brainwashing.
of sacred ashes is?
And I think that's pretty
Might as
interesting.
well ask us how to get to the moon.
He said that all the Redcliffe Knights were looking for it, as if they didn't have anything better to do. I don't get it. So how is it that Terran Logain survived, when even the Grey Wardens didn't make it out of that place down south?
While we're at this respecking, we might as well respec Morrigan as well. So let's save again. Let's say Morrigan. We're going to respec Morrigan to be a bit better. Let me check my notes. I'm not sure if I want to make her... I think I want to make her a Blood Mage before I make her an Arcane Warrior, because we really just don't have the armor for her right now. And then I may respec that later. But the problem with Morrigan is her Shapeshifter build is kind of like mediocre. And then it's not mediocre. Shapeshifter's bad. Okay, it's a wasted specialization on her. It's cool lore-wise, but it's really bad. So we're gonna not run it because I want to use Morrigan because a lot of people don't run her because she's not as good as some of the other mages you can get. But in order to do that, we got to do this. So we're going to make her a Blood Mage. Important thing for her is more tactic slots. As well as improved combat for the Gen. Then we give her Blood Mage. And then we're going to give her some healing abilities. Gonna give her Winter's Grasp. We're gonna give her Mana Clash. Oh, she doesn't have mana. Okay, that's fine. We'll give her that next time. Stone Fist, so that she can shatter things she freezes. Mana Clash is essential. Our mage has to have Mana Clash. Now we're going to adjust our tactics a little bit. So it's the most important thing is that at any point... That's actually not any... It's self. If her health is above 90%, then we need her to activate the mode Blood Magic. No longer has Mind Blast. So, sees an enemy. Rank is, I believe, or higher. Want her to Winter's Grasp. Actually, before that, we see an enemy and it has the status. That was the top. If it's petrified or frozen, then she needs to use the ability Stone Fist. Now we want to do the self health. Health is less than 50%. Needs to deactivate blood magic. Then if there's an enemy, or then if herself, if her health is less than 50%, needs to use the ability heal. Then if there's an enemy, or ally, and their health is less than 50%, then she needs to use the ability heal. Then if there's an enemy and they are petrified or frozen, then she needs to use the ability Stone Fist. And then if there's an enemy and they are of rank elite or higher, then she needs to use the ability Grasp. I'm going to save that preset to custom 1. And then we're going to change her equipment and save the game. Oh, I forgot it looks really bad early in the game. There's something we can do to fix that, but again. And we don't have staff for it yet, so just gotta use that staff. Staff is better, just down instead. See if we can respec dog. Okay, so you can't respec dog, it looks like. That's a bummer. Alright, and let's reload before we had that inventory. Alright. I was hoping we could respec dog, but apparently we cannot. That's a shame. It takes a long time for him to get overwhelmed. Alright, let's get Liliana.
So can you surrender to a Darkspawn? Do they take
And then
prisoners?
since it seems like people are starting to get busy,
I heard they just
and I've
got
been streaming
slaves,
for about 3.5
take you
hours.
underground and make you work.
I'm
You
probably
ever
gonna
hear of any
go
ex-slave?
do the party
They
camp
just get
stuff,
sick and die, I bet.
the first time party camp stuff, and then
you
we'll
may
do
be
Lothering
right. I'll surrender
for
then.
real next stream once I get Liliana.
Well, look what we have here, men. I think we've just been blessed.
Uh-oh. Low gains, men.
Although we made you...
Didn't we spend all morning asking
Probably
about a
before
dwarf
then.
by this very description? And everyone said they hadn't seen one.
It seems we were lied to.
Gentlemen, surely there's no need for
Oh.
trouble. These are no doubt simply more poor souls seeking refuge.
They're more than that. Now stay out of our way, sister.
I made you
You
Hanlia
protect these
before
traitors,
Lothering.
you'll get the
because
same
I
as
want to
them.
get Shale as quickly as possible before we gain too many more levels. So I'll do the camp. I'll do Hanlia this stream, and then we'll call it a stream because Hanlia doesn't take too long.
Right, let's make this quick.
Hurry! Go!
Defend yourself! Let's end this! Enough!
All right, you've
That's a
won.
lot
We
of
surrender.
blood.
Good. They've learned their lesson and we can all stop fighting now.
Alright. Take a message to Logan.
What do you want to tell him?
Everyone
I'll tell
knows what
him.
happened.
Right away, now. Thank you.
I apologize for interfering, but I couldn't just sit by and not help.
Alright,
I
this is
wasn't
someone
born
fight
in
like
the
that.
Chantry, you know. Many of us had more colorful lives before we joined. Let me introduce myself. I am Liliana, one of the lay sisters of the Chantry here in Lothering. Oh, I was. Those men
pleasure.
said you're a Grey Warden. You will be battling the Darkspawn, yes? That is what Grey Wardens do. I know after what happened, you will need all the help you can get. That's why I'm coming along. The Maker told me to. I know that sounds absolutely insane, but it's true. I had a dream. A vision.
More crazy?
Yeah, of course you did.
I thought we were all full up.
This is true.
Look at the people here. They are lost in their despair, and this darkness, this chaos, will spread. The Maker doesn't want this. What you do, what you are meant to do, is the Maker's work. Let me help.
Perhaps your skull was cracked worse than Mother thought.
Thank you. I appreciate being given this
Yeah,
chance.
look, man, we're not going to turn down
I
help.
will not let you down.
We ain't going to turn down help. Alright, so we already have a warrior to tank for us. This will give us 2 rogues, but...
Blast it.
Oh, right, I forgot. We have to...
Indeed.
And then, okay. Yeah, it actually does, and I never noticed that. So let's take Liliana with us for now. Oh, yeah. This is true. Road to El Dorado did have 2 rogues. I don't think I'm going to run 2 rogues. Generally, I think I'm going to run Shale instead. But I have to go get Shale first. So I think that's what I'm going to do before is the last thing this stream. Is I think I'm going to go get Shale. And then call it a day. I'm probably going to take a quick break to get more water. And go to the bathroom before I go to get Shale. But
so what does a Darkspawn look like, anyhow? You ever seen one?
Can't say I want to.
We're probably
I'll do that once I leave Lothering.
I am led to understand that the Canary have their own mages as well. Is this so?
You would not understand.
Not understand? Is it mental capacity that you believe I lack? Or are you worried I will sympathize with my so-called brethren?
Take your pick.
Is that supposed to make me angry?
It means I find myself wishing that your people held proper, civilized attitudes towards magic.
That is a rather hostile thing to say.
That is really hostile.
And yet you continue speaking. Astonishing.
Yeah, so there's a lot of quests you want to do in Lothering, but I don't want you to level up too much.
Ha! Let's wipe them out quickly.
Oh wait, hold on. We forgot something. We forgot to use the dog whistle to ring back our buddy. Oh, we can't do that while we're in combat. Crud.
If you insist.
Oh, weakling. I will put you out of your misery.
Over there.
Alright. Yeah, I forgot there were these guys that fight us here. There we go. It's so much better when you have someone you can actually heal in the party.
Another battle.
Even activating blood magic like I told her to? No, she isn't. Why is she not doing that?
Make a preserve. Lost me and you shall pay.
How amusing. Yes.
Let's make this quick. To fear me.
Oh, he's being attacked by a rogue.
That won't stop me.
Ha! Oh! I am your death. Defend yourself. Cross me and you shall pay.
Oh, there's a bunch of guys over here, huh?
Going.
I suppose violence is a solution.
There we go.
Sometimes.
Now she's attacking.
Another battle, I see.
Yes.
Oh, Liliana went
I
down.
am your
I was not paying attention. I was too busy with Morgan, you know.
Oh,
doing her
this
thing.
should be good.
But yeah, we can't run 4 rogues because the game actually doesn't have 4 rogues. You could run like a maximum of 3 rogues, and you can run a 3 rogue 1 shale party. That's a viable party, especially with the mods that I'm running. But I don't think we're gonna do it. Let's save before we leave Lothering.
Someone help us!
Right?
For a pathetic enemy.
Is that all you've got? Let's end this.
Oh, I forgot to
Begin the
summon again.
onslaught.
I'll do that after. I'll probably forget again though. I'm not gonna forget still.
Lovely.
Another battle, I
Why is Liliana not trying to flank the tactic here?
I approve.
That's not a dog.
Mighty timely arrival there, my friend. I'm much obliged.
Yep, here it is.
The name's Bodon Feddick, merchant and entrepreneur. This here is my son, Sandal. Say hello, my boy.
Hello.
Hi, Sandal.
Road's been mighty dangerous these days. Mind if I ask what brings you out here? Perhaps we're going the same way.
Yeah, I mean, it's complicated, but you're welcome to come along.
Complicated? Somehow I imagine that only says half of it. Thank you for the offer, but there may be more excitement on your path than is good for my boy and me. Allow me to bid you farewell and good fortune.
Goodbye.
Now then, let's get this mess cleaned up, shall we?
Alrighty. Well,
yes.
He doesn't want to come with us. Such a shame. Oh, but there is this blood
I'm
mage
off.
here. Sealed letter. Saving the game. Venturing forth. Got so far. Oh, that's right. He's pretty serious. My game crashed. So I guess I'm gonna figure out why the game's crashing, and then I will call that a stream. So sorry about that, everyone. I'm not sure what caused it to crash. I will try and figure that out, but I think that's sort of God telling me that it's time to stop streaming, because I am starting to get a little tired as well. So for those of you who came, thanks for coming to the stream. I'll try and debug what's going on another time. And I'll see y'all next time. Bye. And thanks for watching.